Nah, not today, fuckers. Got it. Welcome to another episode of Nonsensical Nonsense, guys. Hopefully you had a good weekend. It is Monday, and it was a fucking Monday indeed. Just felt like Monday all day long. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I mean. We've all been there before. But as I said, welcome to the show. I'm Glick. As always, we're waiting for the guys. We'll see. They're straggling in. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out on all social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that jazz at Nonsensical Nonsense. You can also join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night right here on Haps. All you got to do is download the Haps app. It's a free one. Give us a follow. You'll get the notification, then you can come hang out in the chatters box with this.
Yeah.
And you can get every single episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your little podcast and jollies from.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is search up Nonsensical Nonsense. And with all that being said, we officially now have a merch store. The link is in all of our social media. And you can also just, if you want to, you can go to teespring.com and look up Nonsensical Nonsense. Got a bunch of new shirts and hoodies and some other stuff all on there. Spent the day doing that yesterday. Yeah. Holy crap. And then you guys can always email us if you'd like at nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com for any and all reasons, whatever you want to email us about. Feel free to shoot us an email. You can get in on the starting five in the chatters box list or whatever. Yeah. But with that being said, I got my hype man in the background finally showing up. What's going on, Pops? What's going on, Tony?
Wake up. Shit, what's happening?
Trying to wake up.
I ain't gonna lie. I went to work today. I was alright. But it was windy and the pollen count was high. So I am ridiculously suffering right now. Pops was good.
Could kind of hear that in your voice.
Yes,
Yeah, we went from the last 2 days being in the 70s back down to the 40s today.
That's that bullshit.
That's the joy of Ohio right there for you, my friend.
That's that bullshit.
It was windy as shit today, too. My God.
Good strong wind hanging out there on the border. I hear you. What the fuck is up with Calvin Ridley? God damn.
With who?
Calvin Ridley. I was like, oh.
I seen that just, was it just after I got home? I was like, Calvin Ridley's out for the entire season. What the hell did he do that he got suspended? Exactly. So I opened up the article and I was like, oh, you fucking dumbass for gambling on games, betting on games.
No impact on any game anywhere. He was just gambling on it. And I'm like, are they serious?
Hey, what's going on, Simply? Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, take a lesson from Pete Rose.
I mean, that's the first person I thought about. But Pete was pretty much clean with it. But
oh yeah, well he never bet on his team, right. And he never did anything to change the outcome of any games or anything like that. Right. And he's still getting screwed over by it.
Yeah, they ain't gonna let him in. They ain't gonna let him in.
But yeah, that just blows my mind. Like, if he ain't gambling on the Falcons or he ain't gambling on his own team, why the hell does it matter at the end of the day?
It doesn't to me.
Down in Laredo, damn. Weren't you down in San Antonio the other night?
Oh, Pops.
Yeah. Apparently he's just staying, hanging out in Texas for some reason. What if I know? But yeah, I seen that today and I was like, golly. I'm watching all the teams lock people in with them franchise tags. The league also raised their salary cap like $25.8 million too today.
So was it the league raised? I just saw the story on Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers' contract.
No, the league raised the salary cap from like 198 million to like 218 million or something like that for all the teams,
Yeah. And
which makes it kind of nice now because that means Cleveland's going to have a little bit of money to keep some guys around.
Cleveland will, it's a matter of whether they're going to want to stay because I know a couple
Well,
folks.
they
OBJ left. I don't know if anybody else wanted to leave.
yeah. Well, Landry said that he wants to stay, but then he's also kind of said some other silly stuff. They franchise tagged Njoku, which made me happy because I do like David
I
Njoku.
like him. He's a good tight end, yeah.
Yeah, I like him, and so that makes me curious if they're going to keep Bryant. I don't think they're going to get rid of Hooper. I think they'll keep Hooper around, but I'm curious if they're going to keep Bryant around and keep running those three tight ends. Um,
It's a little too much.
but Andrew Barry and I mean, but it's been working the last couple seasons for him
Yeah, yes.
because you can put three tight ends on the line, and two of them can block, and then the other one's running around.
Yeah.
around.
See, Tampa Bay was doing that, and
Mm-hmm.
I just see Cleveland. Your offense is all over the place. It's just not solidifying you all into the playoffs at the very least.
Well, the bad thing about last season was Baker was hurt all season.
Right.
He had his shoulder was busted up, his arm was busted up, his foot was busted up. And in all honesty, Baker needs. I know you want to play and you want to win, but he should have taken some time to rest and heal up properly, and then they could have probably made another playoff run this year. But Andrew Barry and Kevin Stefanski came out yesterday and said that Baker's their guy. They're sticking with him into 2022, and as of right now, he's the starter, and
Now,
nothing's
I'm
going to
gonna give
change that.
Baker credit. Baker ain't trying to leave.
Hell no.
He is not
He
trying to
wants
leave.
to. He wants to win with that team. Like
Yes,
he
he
wants to,
does.
and that's what I like about that kid, and I appreciate about that kid being a Browns fan. He puts his heart and soul into that damn team, and blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah,
He
he's not
does.
a
He's all
slacker on
about
the field.
Cleveland.
He's not a slacker on the field. No way. In
Hell
no way,
no.
shape, or form. He is not. And I can't say that he sucks. If you play through injury, that's the biggest respect you're gonna get from your team and from your fan base.
Well, that most of the guys on that team, they don't ever have anything bad to say about Baker. They always say that's our guy. Miles Garrett said it more times than I can count. That's my guy. I'm gonna ride with him till the end of the day.
Yeah, so y'all got a squad.
So
Yeah,
it's
you
it's
keep
it,
when you hear people talking like that. Agreed.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I'm watching this Aaron Rodgers thing, man. I just don't know that he's going anywhere.
Saints.
I just
Saints.
don't know if he because this is what the third year in a row with the whole Aaron Rodgers bullshit. Is he
Well,
going to stay? Is he going to go?
screwing him.
What's that?
The story is that they're screwing him the same way they screwed Brett Favre before he left.
Hmm.
Um,
Well,
next
that's
season,
just that franchise.
yeah, the QB I'm gonna be watching next season is gonna be Trey Lance. I gotta see how he's gonna do. Cause
Yeah, because San Francisco pretty much said they were done with Jimmy G.
yeah, which I hate to say it, they shouldn't because he's carrying the team. He ain't a superstar, but they
Yeah,
got
but he's
they made it to the
he,
Super Bowl. I can't take it away from them. They made it to the
he's
Super
a
Bowl.
workhorse. He's
Yeah, he
not a
will.
bad quarterback by no means. Somebody's going to pick him up in this offseason, and they're gonna become a better team
His ass will go back
real
to New
quick.
England. He'll go back to New England. He will go back to New England, and then shit will really hit the fan.
You think he's gonna go back to New England and they're gonna play the
Who they got?
who's gonna
They got
start
they
between
got they
him and
got they got Mac Jones and Jimmy G under Belichick. That would be pretty dangerous.
agreed, but I think Jimmy's gonna want to go somewhere where he's gonna be a guaranteed starter.
Yeah, and yeah, he's a Super Bowl quarterback. We got to give him that respect.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we got to give him that respect. He's a Super Bowl QB. So, oh shit, pollen counts suck.
because it seems like the Patriots and Belichick are all in on what the fuck is his name, Mac Jones.
Yeah, they drafted him. Hell, they drafted Jimmy G.
Yeah, they
Yeah, so both of them will be there. Uh, Mac apparently had a good season by some
yeah
numbers.
he had a actually a damn good season. much better than a lot of people thought he was going to do. The entire Patriots team had a much better season than they thought they were going to do.
Not much better, but they did okay because they were creeping their way into the playoffs and didn't make it. But
But
if Jimmy G goes back to New England, they'll be in the playoffs next year, and they'll be a threat. Oh man, I cannot.
I don't know. You know, there's what you got. You got the Saints that are going to be needing a quarterback because you know they ain't riding
Hey Debbie.
with 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 uh, with Jameson
Oh, James
and
Winston.
Jay. And, what's yeah
They got something though. James Winston and Taysom Hill, they got something.
yeah they do.
They
I
got
like
something.
Taysom Hill, but that guy needs to figure out that motherfucker's a multiple personality having mother on a football field because he damn near line up in any position and play it good.
Highly valuable.
Yeah, a Swiss
Highly
Army knife.
valuable. That's
Yeah.
right. He's very dangerous. Y'all got to excuse me. Like I said, it's allergy season. And this had the hell out of you.
Do you guys get the real thick yellow pollen down there? Like covers everything.
The pollen here is thicker than a perfect stripper in the right strip club.
A simple yes would have
You look
sufficed.
in my face. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, because when I lived out in Charleston, man, that shit it would look like yellow. It looked like it had snowed out, and he would have that dust.
It's so
I
bad
mean,
right now. When it rains, we will feel better.
yeah, that's how it was down in Charleston.
Yes. When it
Once that
rains,
pollen started dropping, boy, it was. I mean, it would be thick. It would look like a layer, almost like a layer of snow had fallen, and
you would
it'd
go
be
to
on
car
your
wash,
car.
go home for an hour, come back and your car was yellow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm thankful I don't have a pollen allergy. Thank God, because that would have wrecked me down
I
there.
had allergies all my life, and it's the third state with this bullshit. I've been here for a decade. I'm still looking like it. I
Yeah.
thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
I
Oh,
can appreciate the effort though,
I'm just saying,
because that pollen's telling you a whole nother story.
this pollen wins, boy. This shit feel bad like karma. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
I seen you were live earlier today saying something about the pollen, and I was like, oh, Tony's getting fucked
dude!
up.
The pollen kicked my ass, and then I was going to work this morning. I almost got hit by a deer again. Not, I almost hit a deer. I almost got hit by a deer.
No, that's something you learn real quick being from the Midwest, being up here in Ohio. You never say you hit a deer. The deer hits you.
I mean, I'm not even making that shit up. The deer, I was coming. The deer went this way, and then ran by like he come back to the vehicle. I just slowed the car down. I just sat back. I said, if I get hit by a deer again, I'm going back home. The hell with this shit. The hell with this shit. My supervisor looked at me like, "Dad, like, he just stared at me like he wanted to say something." I said, "What's up, man? What's
Yeah.
going on? How you doing?" You
They're
know,
like, hey, you still work here?
right.
We ain't seen you in forever.
One of the other supervisors said, "You okay?" I said, "Man, it ain't been good. I stayed home on purpose."
Mm-hmm.
And then
I bet.
all the mask mandates are lifted for those of you who have been unaware, since we got so many people who don't watch the news and don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yep.
I'm just wishing they
Yeah.
would lift it at the college because I'm tired of my beard having this like dip in it because it goes off my chin and dips in and then it straightens out. So it takes me forever to get the dip combed out of it and brushed out of it. Although I've been also the last week or so been getting real lazy with my mask anyway. So
It's a wrap. You don't have to wear it, so everybody's good. I still carry mine to work. I'm not even playing with them. I still
yeah,
carry
they
them.
still have masks. They still you start to wear them at work.
Yeah.
They haven't lifted that yet. It's like, come on now.
Nuh-uh. Because some people still got it. You still gonna catch it regardless. Still gonna catch it regardless.
Well, I was gonna say the last 2.5 years that's been proven. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it. Yep. You're gonna get it.
Now
Oh,
you got people like me. I ain't changed shit about my life, and I haven't had it. I wasn't wearing the mask. Unless I had to at work. I went and got vaccinated because of work. But as we all know, the vaccine doesn't keep you from getting it.
at all.
Yeah,
I'm double vaccinated. I had it in January, so
yeah. So it's like, yeah, if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it. If you're not, you're
I'm good.
not. I haven't had it.
Okay, I'll blow my nose. Shit, 'cause this is. Whew.
uh,
I'm sorry, y'all, but it's allergy season. This is me till June.
I feel like Debbie. Typically we don't talk a whole lot about this stuff, but I don't mind touching on it from time to time. I feel like if you want to wear it, wear it. If you don't. It's
Yeah,
not that big of an inconvenience for me. Like I have to wear it at work. I just don't like it because you can kind of see where the little dip in, right at my chin, on my beard. That's the only inconvenience I have with it. And then if I do wear it over my nose, it fogs my glasses up. So, like I said, I'm lazy with my mask, anyways.
well, on my job, you got in major trouble if you didn't. And now that they can't say shit, it don't make
Yeah,
no sense. They can't
mine's
say
always mine's always down below my nose. It's usually half hanging off my face, anyways.
what up, Mark?
What's going on, Mark? Fuck you, pal.
You had one job. You son of a bitch.
Of all the people, you know, of all the people who can't stand me and have stopped listening,
Right, right,
this
right,
guy's still around.
right. Hey, when you got
uh,
an audience, you got an audience.
I'm just fucking with Mark's my boy. Mark and I've known each other for. Mike's been. Holy shit! What is that in the backstage
Son of a bitch.
on a Monday? I heard
Right.
you can't quit me. I understand, Mark. Well, that's unexpected.
What's up, boys?
What up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me both. I'm. You can see how my day is going.
Right.
It's been one of those days, and I got a
you
few minutes to kill. Saw you guys were
you
online. I said, "What's up?"
What up, Jay?
cleaning you cleaning a Chuck E. Cheese there, Nick?
Yeah,
You're fighting some animatronic robot
felt like
coming looking like
I did.
fucking
You fighting something?
coming here looking like crazy ass Nick Cage.
You ain't kidding, man. I mean, it's been one of those days. I had
What's going on, Jay?
15 meetings back to back to back, and plus talked to 150 people. So it's time for Daddy to take a break.
I got mad because it was pouring down rain this morning, and I got soaked before 7 o'clock this morning, so I hid in my office and pouted all day.
Nice. Well, I wanted to pop in because somebody finally watched Ghostbusters.
I did. I did. I know. I was not even I finally finished it because I started it like last
Finally
week, and
finished
then I
it.
fell asleep,
And
and then I
not
finished
to
watching it.
spoiler. Thank you, Mark. By the way,
I don't want to. I
um,
don't want to drop any spoilers, but my God, did that
but
movie hit me?
did you not tear the fuck up? I told you.
Yeah.
It's that final scene, and you're just like, damn, they did
I
that
haven't
boy
seen it
right.
yet. Yeah, I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
They did my
Yeah,
boy.
they did.
He
They
got
did. That was a.
right.
That was a great movie. It was a great Ghostbusters sequel. It was a cute, fun. Like the original two Ghostbusters. They were fun. You could watch it with the whole family. My kids have
Right.
watched them with me. They enjoy it. They're fun to watch. This one was the same way. It was fun to watch. Paul Rudd was in it. And Paul Rudd's amazing and everything.
Yeah.
But
Paul Rudd's never done a bad movie.
yeah, they did a really good job, and they did the originals really good in this movie.
I've never
And
heard anything bad about that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
it
I
was
have to
so
watch
good, and I'm kind
It's
of hoping.
worth the what 2 hours?
Yeah, it's just
Not
shy of
even
2 hours.
just shy of 2 hours. With the 2 hour,
Yeah,
call it 2 hours
and then they had
of your time.
like two or three cut scenes during
Yeah.
the credits that were really
I
good.
said it's worth the 2 hours. So it's
So
one
I'm
of those
I'm
things. It's
hoping.
like I was worried when I started watching it. I was like, if they fuck this up,
I was really worried too, and that was
slaughtered.
one of the things that kind of delayed me on watching that movie for a minute. But then everybody
Well,
that watched it
everybody
said
was
it was so
so
good.
disappointed after watching the girl version
Mhm.
that they were like, if they better not fuck this one up.
the
But
girl
I kind of
version
hope
really
I
wasn't
kind of
that bad though. It really wasn't that bad.
No, it's not
the one with.
terrible, but it's a little bit too.
Silly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, thank you. That's the word
Silly.
I'm looking
Yeah.
It was
for. It was a little
forced.
too silly. Yes, but from my understanding, I think there's going to be a spin-off from the movie into a TV show
That'd be interesting. I would
where
like to
the
see him
kids take over
continue
the
this. I
firehouse
would,
in London or
yeah,
in England,
I
in
would,
New York.
I would, yeah, I would like to see
Europe,
another
right?
movie with this cast. I think it would be pretty good.
Yes.
Another
You know, if
piece.
they did it.
And tell me that girl doesn't look like Egon. Like they made her like
No,
to the
shoot.
point where like that is a spitting image of what a young Egon, if he was female, would look like.
Right.
Speaking of watching, because I watched that yesterday. I spent the pretty well, not the entire day, but I spent several hours working on merch and stuff like that, in the merch store and everything like that. But I watched the new Resident Evil movie, Welcome to
Wasn't it?
Raccoon City or Return to
Oh, it's a
Raccoon
new
City.
one. I haven't seen. I forgot about that.
It was the movie was really good, but
Yes.
what really amazed me by the movie, I played the original Resident Evil video game.
Yes.
Right.
To the setting, the sets for this movie, to a fucking T of the video game.
Nice.
Raccoon
Nice.
City Police Department, the farmhouse, everything, to a fucking. It was like playing the video game all over again.
That's good.
I mean, even to the point when certain creatures would show up, the way they showed up and where they showed up at was kept original to the game,
Spot
and I was
on.
Took it
just
back to
like,
basics. They took it back to
yeah,
basics. Live with that.
it was
Well,
so good.
I think Hollywood has realized over the past couple years that they can't fuck with what we're used to. Like
Well, it's not only
I was
that.
just saying, Resident Evil. The other ones were decent, good.
Oh, I loved them.
They were like back to the well and do it right, which is what they've done.
I love the other ones, but this was a true video game to movie adaptation,
Gotcha.
adaptation or
I
whatever.
think the whole
Um,
franchise was.
Nation.
yeah. Well, I mean, they had a lot of key elements throughout the franchise from the games and stuff like that. But this was like
Right.
they literally just took the video. They sat down and had the video game, and I mean every little detail into the set they did really well. Even because as I'm watching the movie, I was like, "Oh, okay, I know who's gonna die and I know who's gonna live because I played the game."
Right.
And that was a movie that had a lot of actors in it that are actors that are those guys. They're in everything, and I was like, "Ooh, some of these guys are gonna get used whenever we get to that list."
The Raccoon City one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this shit. Look that on my damn list. I almost forgot.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I tried to watch the new Batman movie. It's on that website that Jeff uses, but unfortunately, right now the only versions that they have of it are from some jackass in the movie theater that filmed it, and the whole time his camera on his phone's doing this, and he's sitting like in the middle. He's like he's
trying to
sitting.
watch it on,
Yeah,
on the link I sent you.
yeah, and it was like watching Cloverfield all over again, but worse. But and then
That was a good movie. That first one was
it?
good. I don't care what
that
nobody.
first one was really good. Yeah, that
Yes.
first one
I
was
can't
really
I can't
good.
get into it.
It's
I've
it's
heard mixed reviews about the new Batman.
we went and watched that Cloverfield when it first came out in the movie theater, and I understand why people were getting because there was people in the theater that you seen them get up and rush out because they were getting motion sickness and stuff like that. But and when we watched it in the movie theater, I was like, it was okay. It wasn't, it was a little bit. But then after it came out on DVD and stuff, I rewatched it a couple, and I've watched it, and I'm like, every time I watch it, it gets a little bit better because you see things that you didn't see the first time you watched it or the second time you watched it. So it's just like, damn, they did a really good damn job on this movie. But no, and then the guy that was recording it was sitting like in the middle of the movie theater, so like you only got a portion of the screen, and I think that's why he was like moving his
He's
camera
like,
around. I'm like,
It's like this guy's walking to the right, this guy's to the right.
Right. Right.
I was like, you know what? It'll be
No, I
HD
watched,
here in about a week or so, and then I'll watch the Batman.
Yeah,
movie.
exactly. I actually watched last night. I was flicking through Netflix and I saw a movie and I haven't seen this in a while, which means a week. And I watched A Knight's Tale again. I love
That's a
that
good one.
movie with Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
And my wife and I are talking about doing when she gets back from Europe, about doing a movie review podcast where we review a single movie each, like movies she hasn't seen. So I'm gonna get all the like I want to get her to watch Uncle Buck and all these movies and do it like you know Tanya's reaction kind of thing.
You're glitching a little bit, bro.
Am I?
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
said he is on his way, so he might make it tonight.
All
Well,
good.
I'm gonna be jumping off here in a little bit. I haven't eaten that yet today. I literally left this office 5 minutes ago to have a cigarette and then came right back down and realized, oh, shit, I'm done.
No, you
Yeah.
good.
For like 10 minutes.
No.
I got like 20 minutes to my next meeting. I'm like, now we're back. Oh, the boys are on.
Right.
So I was like, hey, I'll jump in real quick.
No, you good.
Yeah, I came home and I cleaned up my apartment a little bit. I was going to go to the gym, but I didn't want to rush to the gym and have to rush through and clean up my apartment a little bit. And then I was like, shit, I got to get Saturday's episode. Oh, and I forgot that I hit the end stream button again. I had to merge it, and so I've got it merged and everything like that. I just have to convert. I just have to convert the audio, and I'll probably when we get off here tonight, I'll go cook my dinner, and then I'll
Well,
convert the
I
audio
literally
and get it posted.
we got done on Saturday and fuck out and didn't think about it. No, I wasn't even home all day yesterday because we were out getting stuff for Tiny head off to Europe. And then this morning, Chris is like, "Hey, did you get the list done?" And I was like, "Son of a bitch, totally forgot." So I threw it together real quick. Actually, my wife typed it up while I was doing dishes.
Tell her we said thank you.
Yeah. Well, she typed a good half. She got the chatters box in, and then I did the rest.
Right.
I knew something was
But
off.
yeah, it was one of those things. Just like
There was no
I didn't even
spelling
think
errors.
about it. Like, so she did the chatters box. But what's funny is she's like she's never seen The Usual Suspects,
Son of a bitch.
and she's like on IMDb this is not this guy's name. I was like, yeah, because they don't want to give it away.
Right.
It's like Vermin or something V. And I was like, well, that's his name when he's, playing his part. It's not. Check the drawer.
Busy children. Busy children.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not going to jump on Mondays, and they're looking
Don't press the button. Press the button. Is that what you said, Mark? Press the button. Okay. this is why I could never be this is why I could never be president. Don't hit the red button. Click what? This red button.
This one? What do you mean?
Goodbye.
Brush off the map. Well.
Goodbye, Russia. God damn it! You had one jump.
Right.
Maybe that's my new thing. Maybe that's my new thing. I
boy.
accidentally in the stream. Dude, that shit had me dying. I don't know if it was the fact that I did it again, Jeff's video that he sent me, or you completely falling out laughing your ass off. That combination of
that was the best shit ever.
That combination, and then everybody yelled at me in the chatters box.
Yes. Box of human heads stolen from a truck in Denver. What the fuck?
Why was there a box of human heads?
Why was there a box of human heads on this way to Denver in the first place?
Thank you. Yes.
I mean, was Gwyneth Paltrow's head one of them? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Florida teacher beaten and hospitalized after attack by a 5-year-old student. God damn. What the hell is wrong with people?
5-year-old?
A teacher got hospitalized after a 5-year-old attacked him?
Florida teacher beaten and hospitalized after attack by a 5-year-old student. A South Florida teacher was taken to the hospital last week after she was attacked by a 5-year-old student, leaving her dazed and unresponsive. She was sitting on the ground against the wall and appeared to be in a faint state. Able to blink, breathe. The trouble started when a 5-year-old boy had to be removed from class for throwing things around and flipping chairs. The youngster was taken to an empty cool-down room. where the attack on the teacher allegedly took place. While the young suspect is still being investigated for possible aggravated assault with hands, fists, and feet.
You know what? I'm
Was
sorry.
she napping?
There ain't a 5-year-old on this planet that's gonna beat me and put me in the hospital. I'm beating the brakes off that little bastard.
Well, here's the kicker: if you do, who's going to have your back on it?
It
It's a
don't matter at that
5-year-old.
point. I don't.
Yeah,
I
It's
don't
a
care if you
but I
have my
mean, I
back or
mean,
not.
I mean,
If
well,
that
once again,
5-year-old's that violent and
if,
that
if it's that
badass,
violent, yeah, I'm gonna knock him ass against the wall. I'll go to jail because
I'll
I'm
kick
Now
the
not
shit
gonna
out
man
of
ask
him.
my 5-year-old.
I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna record it
Yeah.
and send it to the parents. I'm not catching that.
Mm-hmm.
Him into that.
But by the time a chair hits
Well,
me, I'm gonna
yeah,
have to clean
I'd
them
be
up.
like, hold on, little man, I got something for you. Hit
Yeah.
record, put my phone up on the shelf.
Yes.
Dude,
That's what you get,
let's start. Yeah,
little shit.
let's start this over again. And it's, you know what? You know what? I take that back. I
His
probably
name was
wouldn't be.
John Cena.
I, I take it back. I probably wouldn't beat that kid's ass. I would definitely choke the little fucker out. But I'd go put a
No,
beating
you
on
know
his
what?
mom and
I go
dad
find his. Yeah, bet that.
because that's some
I
shitty
go find.
parenting
I'll be
right
like, you
there.
know what? You wait here, you little
Nah,
shit.
that's
I'm gonna
some.
go
It's a
find your
lot of
pops. I'm
kids
gonna beat the
doing
dick
that
shit
everywhere.
out of pops too.
Even Jason has had fits, and I don't know what's going on with a lot of the children. I don't even put it on the parents no more because y'all see Jason around here. He's just
Mhm.
acting, and a lot of these kids just want to like lash out. But you throwing things around
Well,
and attacking the teacher, yeah, something got to be said about that.
yeah, it's
Because,
one
and
thing
I'm gonna
for
tell the
all
parents,
kids
I
have
can already
outbursts.
see and know it's not your fault. Because I've known some badass kids when I was a kid. Let's just be clear. We're not gonna act like all of
I
us was
was that
wrong.
badass kid.
We weren't all walking around like all of the little girls we knew weren't walking around like Madeline, and all the little boys we know weren't walking around like the little rascals.
Mhm.
They fucking weren't. I'm not blaming them for that shit. So I'm just saying. I just need to know what's going on with that child. I'm gonna tell you, yo, man, what's going on with you? You throwing shit? Whoa, whoa, whoa,
But you know
whoa,
what?
you throwing shit?
It might be. It might be that kid has like a bit of autism or something.
Nah, nah, nah. Over the past two
You don't think?
years, I can't say that.
No,
No,
not your kid. I'm talking about the kid on the beat
I'm
the
not even
shit
talking
out
about
of the
my kid. Over the
teacher.
past 2 years, a lot of these kids, you know what I'm saying,
Oh, okay.
sitting in the house with a
You
man
think they're seeing
innocent.
something on the internet and they're like, I'm gonna do that. Do that.
The fucking cartoons. All of
Well,
them, all
it's
these
not even the it's
motherfuckers
not
need
even the
Tom and
cartoons
Jerry,
because
It's
look
not
at
even that
fucking Bugs Bunny, and Heckle and
because
Jekyll.
I
All of
mean,
them need that shit.
we watched some fun shit when we were kids and played the violent video games.
yeah, I was gonna say
And
it's not the cartoons and shit like that.
at 5, I never
It's
even thought about beating the teachers.
what it
15 is a
is.
different
What
story.
it is what they're watching on YouTube and TikTok, where these motherfuckers are
I
getting
can do that.
famous for committing crimes. I mean,
I can see
Yeah,
that.
we did a few months back in What the Fuck News, that TikTok trend that was going around where them stupid ass kids were stealing stuff out of schools like bathrooms, there's toilet
yeah,
seats and stall doors and drinking fountains and shit like that
and then
and
posting it
posting it
on
on
YouTube,
TikTok,
Yeah, that's
which
and
is
then wondering
actually
why they're
a
getting caught.
federal offense because it's a
talk to
school.
him. Talk
It's
to
a
him.
school.
You better tell him.
So, you know,
Hey,
the
you
kids are
are
watching it and seeing that stuff. That's why I told mine. I was like, I don't care you watching YouTube and you're watching TikTok. I said, but don't do what they're doing because
Well,
what they're doing,
I
number one,
literally
what they're doing is staged and fake. You know, like
right.
there's a couple goofy little.
It's not always what it looks like.
Well, yeah, like there's a couple.
I literally just sat my kids down a couple days, like a week ago, and
They
there's a
don't.
new game we play called "What is the consequence of this action?"
Yeah.
Because
Well, no, and
we were trying
that's
to
what because there's a couple
show that
there's a
every action that you do has a
yeah.
consequence, whether good or bad.
Hmm.
And
Well, there's a
and
couple guys that Cash watches on YouTube, and the girls watch them too, and they do these videos like, "Oh, we snuck into a water park after hours,"
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah.
And they do all kinds of. And I had to tell. I told Cash, I was like, you know that they're not really sneaking in there. I said this is all
Right.
set up. They're allowed to be there
They have
because
permission to
if
be there.
yeah, because if you try
Because
to
if they
sneak in
actually
there,
got
there's
caught, they go to jail.
alarms. Yeah, there's alarms and cameras, and you can't just go and turn on a giant water slide after hours, and
Right.
nobody's going to notice. And how the hell do you know how to operate a giant water slide, you
Right.
goofy YouTube
Right.
bastard?
Well, it's
So I had to
like
tell.
the one kids that I think we discussed this a long while back. there's um, a YouTube group of people. They have the hacker,
Mhm.
and they're trying to figure out the hacker, and it looks legit. You're like, wow, that's really cool. And then you actually start watching the video, and you're like, yeah, that's completely set.
I think Cash watches
And
that guy from time
yeah,
to time.
yeah, yeah.
What's
He's
the
got the
name?
mask, and I can't remember what it's called. I'd have to ask. Let me ask him.
And you know what? To pops, I'm not gonna say the parents don't give a shit. I know where you're coming from. I can't
A
pull
lot
it
of
up.
them don't anymore,
Yeah,
though.
Yeah,
what's
I
the name
can't.
of
You
the
can't. You get
hacker
consequences
and
for beating the
V
kids
and
now, even though you're supposed to.
Chad and V?
They sometimes want to throw the stick at you. And I'm like, it's kind of messed up what's going on out here. Everybody just needs to get the hell out of the house one good time.
I know, but what's their channel?
I'm grateful that Jason and Joy is chilling around me. You know what I'm saying?
I think Chad and V. V is an Asian girl, and Chad is this kind of tall white guy. Uh, but they have a whole setup where it's like the hacker kidnapped, kept locked me in my Tesla for 12 hours, and it's like,
Yeah.
wait, what? You know,
No.
and some of the stuff they do is it's very elaborate. Their storyline concept, and I had to sit the kids down and go, okay, you know that's not real, because you can't a
Yo,
Tesla. I don't care who you are.
your kids are killing me. They funny. I just want to let you know.
I know it's playing in the background.
That's my.
Jay, calm down.
Yeah.
You sound jealous.
Jay.
What? Are you just mad because you're not one of our boyfriends?
Easy. Easy.
Yeah.
You're going to be a mad motherfucker because you won't be. You're going to be a mad motherfucker. No, sir.
Get that Monchi suit out.
No. They got a song called Games People Play. That's not one of them.
Well, hey, did you guys, Tony? I did say that on Mondays I start. I did one. I did. Jesus, words are hard. I did want to start bringing back news just on Mondays because I'm sitting here with
Project
all
Sorghum.
kinds of fucking.
That's
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like news stories that I just keep saving and stuff. But did you hear? Did you guys hear about Cain Velasquez?
No.
No.
You know who Cain Velasquez is, right, Jeff?
He's a MMA
No.
guy, right?
He's a former UFC champion. He's a former heavyweight UFC champion. He's a bad motherfucker. Out in San Jose, this was this was about a week or so back, I think it was. Motherfucker shot somebody.
No shit.
Like
What?
he's one of the
Well,
baddest
speaking
MMA
of-
fighters on the planet. One of the toughest UFC fighters. But he shot somebody out in San Jose. Said that he opened fire on a vehicle that was carrying a man who had recently molested a was it a family member, a close relative. Yeah, so a family member.
So he should get a medal.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. When I
Oh,
first
no.
seen the story, I was
Well,
like, "Why
did
the
you
hell is
hear-
Cain
did you hear
Velasquez
about
fighting or
actress-
shooting somebody when he
That one
he could just
actress-
beat him?"
That one actress, she got stabbed. What's her name? Reese something.
Reese Witherspoon.
No, it's with a knife.
I walked into that shit. I fucking walked into that.
He had me. I was confused.
I just watched a video on that today too, and I walked right into it.
That was some
Trying to
shit
get my
right
wife
there.
with that, and I couldn't do
That
it.
was some
And
shit right there.
She's like, I don't know.
That was some shit.
I don't know.
I was right there with you, Glick. I'm not gonna lie.
I got him.
I didn't know no better. I did not know no better. That was some shit.
I just watched that video when I
I
got
saw
home
it
from
on
work
TikTok
today.
and I died.
You know him. You two grew up
I know.
together. I'm not supposed to know this shit. You dumb fuck.
I
You
know.
fall right into it.
I walked right into it. I just blindly walked into it, and I literally I
It's
just
a
watched that video.
tall line drive, baby.
I just watched that video today. I got home from work. I was taking my after work shit, and I was scrolling through Facebook videos, and that came up, and I was like,
the dude is sitting
"You
there, and he
dumbass."
turns around, he's like, with
Yeah.
a spoon? And she's like, no, it's with a knife.
Bro.
And my first thought was, I gotta get the boys. I gotta do it.
Bro.
Yeah.
God damn,
I
he got
walked into
clean
that
on
one.
that one. Holy shit! I was looking.
Wow.
I'm supposed to be the one getting
Then
caught.
Mark says,
Your
"Give
stupid
this
ass
man
walked
a
right into
raise."
it. That's pretty good.
I heard it. I thought it was funny as hell. And I had to gig
Yeah. No,
it.
but yeah, but yeah. So Cain Velasquez. Now they
He
really
said,
haven't
"Give this
said
man
much
a
about the
raise."
invest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was well deserved credentials right there.
25 years and
Speaking.
still get it, boys.
Right, right.
Jay, you sound really jealous right now.
Vegas three-way. Get it out of your systems. Vegas. Let me tell you something. I would love to go to Vegas, but I need the money. I'm not going to Vegas
Give
without
it
enough
that.
money. Fuck that shit. Let it be known, if you go to Vegas and you don't have enough money, that's probably going to be your ass and your mouth and your hands.
Amen to that.
No, that's why
See,
you have to be smart and
there's a
only take.
TikTok. When you go to Vegas, what do you play?
I
Tell
play
me.
craps, roulette,
I love these
21.
craps.
Uh,
I can't. I suck at blackjack.
I
I
will
crap.
fuck around with everything else, but craps and roulette I kind of focus on.
Yeah, I don't fuck around with roulette because it's bit me too many times. But I can throw them bones, boy. And my wife can pop 11 anytime she wants. It's crazy.
That's beautiful. I need to go with her. I need to go with her. Seriously. And he just froze.
That's what I was wondering. Did he freeze? But then I seen his eyes blink.
No, he froze.
There you go. Yeah.
He froze.
I was gonna say.
But yeah,
But yeah, I
my,
need to
my
go
wife can
with
pop
her
11
because
anytime she wants. And it
I
cracks
play
me
the
up.
field, the horn, and the hard way. Anybody who plays
Now,
craps,
see, my wife will
you will
drop.
think I'm nuts, but I will walk at the table. I actually went in 2016. I went to the table with $40. In 5 minutes, I had 400, and
Yep.
a crowd formed around me. But that does not always
I've
happen.
literally we used to go to a casino here. This was like 8 9 years ago. We stopped going because it became addictive. But would we'd show up with $10
Yeah,
and walk out with a couple grand.
Why?
And but I like doing the hope bets. I love the hope bet,
the who?
and they're scary. HOPE.
You're glitching. You're glitching and you're
That's where
lagging
you.
a little bit. Try and refresh your page or close your window like he tells you.
That's where you.
It's starting to act up, honestly. I would fucking love to go to Vegas, but y'all jokers are gonna have me up all fucking night. I'm too old for that shit now. I'm too old for that shit. I'm hanging out, and at 9 o'clock, I'm going to my room. Y'all go ahead. I don't have bail money, and I'm not coming.
Says the guy who's on haps all night long every
But I'm
day.
sitting still. I'm not drinking and walking around and getting mad at the money I can't get back. I'm doing this shit stable with a clear mind. You fuckers are gonna.
I'm just gonna sit my ass at the nickel slots all night long. I ain't moving.
I
Now,
did that shit when I first got
what I
there.
was talking about was the hope bet, where you guess what the dice are going to pop.
Oh,
It's a 32-1 bet.
on what table? The crap table?
Yeah, it's a 32-1 bet, one roll,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and it's a minimum. I think a minimum of $10 a pop, $10 $15 a pop. But when it hits, you feel like a god. That's right. I can predict the future.
That shit don't
And I've
always
hit.
happen though.
I hit. It doesn't. But I out of I do throughout the night. I'll run 10 hope bets, but
Wow.
I usually hit
Oh,
about
just
4 or 5.
fucking I'll tell you, if I was to do some shit like that, I have to be betting on the five. That's the one number that
Actually,
fucks me up.
I bet on I do 5-3 because you say hope and then you tell 5-3 or I'll do every once in a while I'll pick a combination of 7.
Yeah,
Hey,
five
when
is
you
the
when
most
you when
ridiculous
you when you
number.
do the hope bet, is it the combination of the dice or is it one
Yes.
of the
No, it's
dice?
it's like one dice is a 5, one of them is a 3. That's what you're hoping for,
Yeah.
Oh,
or
gotcha.
or
So
whatever numbers you say. So if you say, I want to do a hope bet 6-6.
Oh, it's gonna be both dice. You gotta pick the number on both.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
fuck that shit.
yeah. You
well,
gotta pick the
that's
number
what
on both dice. It's
that's what I
hard.
mean. So
Oh,
But like I
yeah, I
said,
didn't
I
know.
do a combination of 7. Like if somebody's rolling for like 15, 20 minutes and hitting and not hitting a seven, that's when I start throwing down hope bets on seven. Because when it's gonna hit, period. And if it does, when it does, you bank.
I've done that.
And I'll put
That's,
$25.
that's that. I think it's a world bet. No, that's not the world bet. It's the
It's
one
called
up
a
top.
hope.
You'll hit every
Yeah,
point before you
there's
crack.
no there's no
Yeah.
there's no space for it on the table.
No. On
And
some
they
crap
set it
tables
they
there
set it
are.
between the
On some
well
crap
on the
tables they got a
table I go
spot
to.
on top where
Yeah,
you
it's
get every
between the
number
dealer,
before you
it's
crap
between the
out.
dealer and the doubles.
Yes.
Yep,
And then there's
that's where it
another
is.
one
Right between
called
the
the
dealer and
world
the
bet.
doubles.
I forgot what the world bet was because I was playing that when I was in
Hey, my
at the police
mother-in-law's
station.
watching.
Hey, Mary Carmen, how you doing?
She speaks English. Well, that's my mother-in-law.
Oh, that's your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Good evening, ma'am. How you doing? Yeah, y'all let
Once
me
again,
know who
she doesn't
y'all
speak
elders are
English.
before we act the hell up here. I want to be cool. I
She
don't
doesn't
want them
speak
thinking
English.
nothing crazy.
She
Glick's
does. She
parents,
she understands, but she doesn't speak. So
Glick's
she just
parents,
say
I was
hi.
trying to behave at first, and Glick said, "You can act
Yeah,
up." I said, "I don't want to act up
you
in
can
front of your
act
mom.
up.
That's crazy." She was like, "How the fuck you think you got their way?" I said, "Okay, how the fuck are you?" She was like, "How the fuck are you?"
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say. Joe's been in damn near every single broadcast since Jeff and
Yeah,
I
That was
started
since day
this.
one.
listen. That was
Yeah,
so fucking awesome when
I was
she
gonna
did
say.
that. She said,
I
she
was
said,
gonna
"How do
say.
you think you got this way?" I said, "Okay, how the fuck are you?
Yeah,
How the fuck are
Je-
you?"
Jeff and I ain't never been filtered just because
No.
my mom was here, my
Let's
dad was
just
here.
get this
Hell,
shit the fuck over
we
with.
we didn't even filter ourselves when his mom was in here, and then she was just like, "I
And
can't listen to you two."
my mom 4 episodes in was like, you guys are too dirty for me. Stop listening.
Yes. Until I said hello, damn it.
She says, I support what you guys do, but I'm not going to listen.
I'm not watching this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta behave. My mother came for Thanksgiving, and I was like, I'm gonna wait till she goes upstairs so I start talking with you all. Let me get my headphones on because I know how the fuck we get. I know how we get. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jody said, see, Vegas trip.
No.
I told her, I
I
told
keep my
her
little
from,
happy
from
ass out of Vegas.
I told her from Jump Street, I'm down. I'm in for a Vegas
Jody,
trip. I just got to get over that
Jody,
initial fear of flying.
Jody, please be careful if we go to
Oh,
Yep.
Vegas.
she goes all the time.
Oh well, shit, she's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she trust me. She knows. She's gone a few times. I don't know how many times she's been exactly, but she's gone quite a.
I would
She
ask
knows.
her, where would she
That's why I
fly?
said my happy ass is gonna be sitting at the nickel slot machines. I ain't moving.
Nah, fuck that, man. I'll go to the Texas Hold'em table, and I'll sit there for 3 days without moving.
Where does she play? Ma'am, so you gonna have to bring her up in a minute. You know that, right?
She won't come up.
She's like my wife. She doesn't want to be on camera.
I can
She's
understand.
in the chatter's box right now.
So
Yeah,
where
So
do
come
that's
on,
you
her.
Tony
stay
and
when
Jeff.
you go to Vegas? Where would be your prep? Where would you stay preferably?
I like staying at the Excalibur.
Here in a
That
couple
place is
weeks.
dope.
Here in a couple weeks, she's gonna have to hide while we do the podcast because she'll be up here.
There you go.
Or in a few weeks, she'll be up here. I was
So
like,
Jeff, apparently in a couple of weeks you'll be hosting because he won't be available. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
what you do.
no,
apparently.
you better ask her. You better ask
No,
her.
she
I've
already
already been
said
told.
no. I'd stay in
I'm
the
going.
tent if I had to.
Me and the kids are going down to her house for the weekend here in a couple weeks, here in
Right.
a week or two, and she already told me
Oh,
bring
I
your
gotta go,
laptop
boys.
and
My
everything.
food's here.
She said,
I'm out.
we were. See you later, man.
Okay.
Love you guys.
All right, be good,
Later,
man.
man.
So she
No,
stayed at the Bellagio and the MGM.
she told me to make sure I bring my laptop into the computer, even though we're going to go out and do some running around on Saturday. She was like, "We'll make sure we're back in time for you to do the show." So trust me, there is no pass given for me. I have to do the show even when we're together.
See, that's going to be two for the MGM because Brian is really suggesting the MGM because it is pretty much mid strip. Ugh, y'all motherfuckers. I'm not going out there without proper gambling money. It's like my homeboy's
It's
wife
probably
always
another.
so she was like, "You need to come." I said, "Listen, I'm not getting on the boat without a grand to blow. I know how I am. I gotta have a grand to blow. I'm not drinking beer.
I would not feel comfortable with myself if I had a grand to just blow. I would. I don't think I could do it.
You can do it. Or the
I
cruise ship
couldn't
is
do it.
too easy. It's too fucking easy.
I'm too. I'm not a big one. I don't like to spend a lot of money on myself. And very rarely do I spend money on myself,
Cruise ship, you gotta
let
spend
alone that much.
every fucking thing. You have to. Me and the wife went twice, And she was like, I don't understand how we go through so much money. I said, you look at all this shit. The room's $800-900.
Oh yeah.
You need at least that. After
I mean, I would no. I want to go to Vegas I want to go to the Vegas for the experience. I want to gamble and stuff like that. But I'll set myself a limit. I'm not going to go crazy.
I set myself at $300 a gamble. And I say that because that's what I used to do. Now, depending on how
Because I
many
know
days,
everything else that.
I'll set $100 a day when I gamble because I go to the $1 crap table.
Yeah. Because I know everything else out there is going to be stupid expensive. The rooms, dinners, and shit like that.
The dinners aren't bad. The rooms are comparable because I have not stayed in a bad. I haven't had a bad room. Even when I stayed
Jody
at the
said,
link, and Jody says you've been there, I stayed at the link last time. I like the location of the link. I also like what's around the link, and I am good with the restaurants in the link. The only problem I have with the link, if any, is the bed is not the most comfortable. I want my bed like when I go to a Wyndham. Wyndhams have the best fucking beds. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, they got like honeymoon comfortable beds. There's
nice.
somebody in that bad boy with you, and y'all wake up when y'all fucking feel like oh somebody smells too bad. That's it.
You're starting to get funky. Let's get out of
Yeah,
bed.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little funk to
All the
us.
little slip ups coming out the back, they're starting to accumulate on your booty hairs. Go and take a shower.
Yeah.
But the link has a primary. It was. I would recommend that to everybody because right behind the link, they got like a little strip, like how they got on Fremont. You don't have to go any fucking way. You can walk to where you need to go to. Seriously.
I'm all about being able to walk where I want to go, especially like
And once you want to strip,
if I'm going somewhere on if I'm going somewhere on vacation and I know I'm going to be drinking, I would much rather be within walking distance
oh yeah,
of
and once you
everything.
get to the MGM and them, you walking. It's
I don't
place.
want to end up like old boy down there in Vegas,
Which one?
160 miles an hour.
Oh no, no, that ain't no. Twice the limit, nah. There was nothing smart.
Nope.
That's just.
I don't drive. I don't.
I'm still fucking confused about that.
I'm usually 3 beers at the most is all I'll drink, and then I won't drive. After the third one, I won't drive.
I'm impressed that you even say that.
Well, I've never been a drink.
Yeah, I'm impressed that you even say that because I'll know my limit. And I count on one hand how many times I've been somewhere and I drink so much I was like, here, y'all hold my keys. Because I've had to get people out of there. You know, if you're about to go to jail, the people like, y'all need to go home or y'all going to jail. We out of here. Somebody pull you over. You been drinking? Yep. What happened? We got kicked out. I had to get him out of here before he was going to jail. So I'm guilty. I said, I'm gonna just let you know. We driving straight home. You can fucking follow me. I told the cop that shit one time. I told him just like that. I said, I'm gonna just go ahead and let you know. Because
Yeah,
sometimes
no,
checkpoint shit.
I've never never really been one to.
What'd you eat for dinner? I had a steak dinner. See, I eat. I'm gonna emphasize this to anybody up here who drinks. I fucking eat. It's a lot for me to be fucking drunk because I believe you have to know. I'm gonna save everybody DUI right goddamn now. This Nonsensical Nonsense podcast. I'm the last guest host up this motherfucker. I'm keeping everybody out of jail right fucking now. Pay motherfucking attention.
You're not a
And if
guest
you're
host anymore.
underage, yeah,
You're a
and if you're
co-host.
underage, I want you to take notes to this shit. It takes an hour, an ounce of alcohol to get out of your system. An hour, an ounce. Remember that. You don't have to believe me. Find anybody you know in law enforcement, ask them if I'm lying. That's number one. Number two, according to your weight, tells you how much alcohol you can consume. Spoiler alert, most of y'all can't handle an ounce without getting a DUI. Find somebody in law enforcement, ask them if I'm lying. Don't you know somebody who's in law enforcement?
Me?
Yes.
I know a lot of people in law enforcement. I know one person in particular very well.
Thank you. Anybody in the chat who's in law enforcement, verify if I'm lying, please. And I'm not just going by state. I'm going on a big scale. Fuck it. Because when you go to Vegas, you go to jail, ain't nobody in a rush to get you out. They're making money with your ass sitting right there. They got plenty of hotels need cleaning. Fuck with it.
I'm a big old boy, so I can drink. No, I've always three beers, and after that, I'm not driving. And you know,
This is
when I'm
what
sitting
you
at home, I don't like I'll eat before I start drinking, and I'll eat after I get done drinking. But if I'm going out, like I want to eat before I want to eat a meal before I drink.
Crazy.
Or like a lot of times when we
That's
used to
why
do.
I fuck with this belching bastard right here. He is
I've
just like me.
been doing this drinking
I
shit for a long time.
believe in a full steak dinner with vegetables and bread, not pasta, not grease. You little ignorant fucks. I'm talking to you
Oh,
right
don't
now.
eat grease. Don't eat grease before or after you get drunk. Oh God, you'll
I
get the
know we
shits
have
and everything
underage kids
else.
up there. Get your parents, get your teachers, get your fucking parole officers, get every fucking body you know. Ask them for fucking line. I'm gonna save everybody up in here a jail sentence and $10,000. I'm doing you a solid right now. I worked as a base cop. I had to learn a bunch of shit. You got to know your body weight to know your alcohol limit. I don't give a fuck how torn up you're going to be. I have stopped motherfuckers from getting DUIs. Three simple rules. You need at least a full 8 hours of sleep. You need 3 full square meals in a day. Now, this last one is a kicker. Take at least 2 decent shits. You can drink all you want.
Oh, here's the best piece of
Drink
advice you can
all
give
you want
somebody.
after that.
If you're going to go out drinking, just don't fucking drive.
Well, that's true, but you know why you can't guarantee it? Because of what I said at the beginning. I've
Oh yeah,
gone,
people are dumb.
we've gone 15, 20 deep, and somebody's about to get in a scrap, or a scrap breaks out, and we got to leave, and they tell everybody we got to go, the club shut down. Somebody been drunk. I'm like, give me the keys. I got it. See, I get myself tipsy and I stop. Just that fucking kids, because I used to being around motherfuckers who like to fight. Let's just be clear. I'm used to being around motherfuckers who like to fight. So I'm a thirsty one. See, I don't wear dress shoes. I wear sneakers and jeans. Just in case we go ahead
No,
I got your
that's what I
button up.
like about
I
going
got
out
your
to like
button up. But I'm gonna put on
yeah.
sneakers and jeans because either we gonna have to run or we gonna have to fight. And I can't see me in dress shoes fighting nobody. I'm not The Rock. When that motherfucker slid halfway across the ring, I liked to die. That was the funniest shit ever. That was the
No,
funniest shit ever. But you can't do that in the streets. Because if you
no,
on
that's what
California
that's
dress shoes, you're gonna slip and fall and don't let it rain
yeah.
on your ass.
That's what I like about going to like cookouts and stuff or
Yes.
barbecues, because I can
Yes.
sit there and drink all damn day because I'm eating all damn day too.
Oh, at a barbecue, you can't
Yeah.
get drunk. Oh, and spoiler alert. Y'all hear Glick when he's talking about drinking, he's speaking on beer. I'm not.
Well, I don't drink liquor very often anymore.
I do.
Yeah, every once in a while.
I
But I
have
also
had half
I
a
have my
bottle of
reasons.
Armandale straight. I have had
Yeah,
half a bottle of Grey Goose straight. I have had half a bottle of Patron straight. And for those of you that really think you drink, or people who really do drink, I'm about to fuck y'all head up.
I'm a coconut rum
I've
kind of. It
had
doesn't
I've
surprise me.
had this much soju, soju.
Yeah.
12 hours later, I was still drunk. Y'all ain't don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. See, Glick drinks
No,
beer.
I have my reasons why I don't drink liquor anymore. Every once in a while, but I don't drink it to get drunk off of it
For me right
anymore.
now,
Like
I'm
if
too
I've got a
late
bottle,
anymore. I like coconut rum, Mark. Coconut rum
yeah.
is good. Let's be clear.
If I'm
Yeah,
drinking
now
like whiskey or something like that, I'll mix it with the Pepsi, and I might have one or two. That's just me relaxing.
yeah,
You know, I
I
can go
mix my
buy.
drinks. I don't do it straight no more. I'm too
Yeah,
old.
no, I mix. I don't do straight shit no more. I don't do shots. I'm too old for that shit. But you know, that's just me. That's just me to relax. If I got a bottle, I'll get a bottle of Jack Daniels. That shit'll sit up on my refrigerator for 6 months.
You fucking crazy.
I just don't drink. I might have one or two every once in a while just to relax. If I don't want to drink a couple beers.
If we go to Vegas and we walking around, I'm drinking some shit. Mind you, they got stores up and down the strip. You can buy your little shot bottle and get you a 20 ounce or whatever. I get the shot bottle, I get a 20 ounce, bring the 20 ounce down a little bit, throw it in there. We
Yeah.
gonna strip now. Now we can walk the goddamn strip. You damn right. If you ain't using liquor on your cereal instead of milk, we can't talk, motherfucker. We can't talk. We can't talk, goddamn. It used to be nice knowing you.
Well, Mark, I got something here at the house that you can take a sip on. Put that on your cereal. hmm
I'm
That
just,
motherfucker could fuel a. That motherfucker, what I got on my top refrigerator, can fuel a goddamn jet.
you got moonshine. You got moonshine.
Yeah. No, I don't- you know, I'll drink liquor every now and again. I just don't drink it to get drunk. You know,
I used to.
it's
It gets old. It gets old.
yeah.
I
So
can
no,
drink. By the third day, I'm done drinking. I'm gonna take a day off.
mhm. I mean, I used to. It used to be nothing for me to show up with a case of Budweiser and a bottle of Jack Daniels and drink both of them that night.
Now that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a
That's
lot. Let's be clear.
I can put a case of dude. I've not recently, but I have since we've been on Haps. I've drank a case in an entire night.
No. By the third beer, I'm pretty much good when it comes to beer.
Yeah.
Um, my strongest limit is 3 Long Islands.
Well, I love me a good Long Island. A good Long Island.
One night, I was out and I had 5 of them fuckers, and
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't lit.
Yeah. No,
And
I don't get. I don't drink them. Yeah, I don't drink them to get
that kind
drunk.
of
Like,
concerned me.
yeah.
By the
All
fifth
right.
Long Island, but I was dancing. We was at Jody's been to Vegas. There's a club that used to be on the Tropicana a while ago. We was there. Me and my homeboys down there throwing down. I've been to the Tropicana. I've been to the beach. I've been to the Raw. I've been to CPK when it was open.
I have, Mark.
I'm done. That's fucked up. You was a sleepy motherfucker. The day
that was after a like 7 hour live stream and maybe a little bit longer, and I drank my fucking face off, and then laid down on my pool table.
Damn. Damn. LeBron is out for the night. Son of a bitch.
What's wrong with Princess Braun now?
Hey, you call him what you want. He used to be rostered in all formats.
He used to be.
He is.
He's gotten soft, man. I don't think he likes being in LA.
LeBron.
I don't think it's going to.
He's getting ready for his son to come into the NBA. I can respect.
I don't think his LA move went as he expected it to go.
You got a championship
in LA.
Yeah.
When? Oh yeah, last year wasn't it?
Your first year of COVID. Yeah. They got a championship. It was kind of tainted, but he got a ring. The man's a billionaire and a 4-time champion. If I was him, I'd say fuck all y'all by now. I would truly say fuck all y'all by that shit. Never been to jail, never got in trouble, and he's a champion. Fuck y'all.
No, he's a hell of a dude. He takes care of his people. You know, he takes care of the kids in Cleveland and stuff like that, and he never had any issues. I think personally he's a pretty good guy. And I loved him when he was in Cleveland.
I agree, but you know, once you make billionaire status, you stay out of jail, you kill all the stereotypes, you're breaking everybody's records, and you have a full season of basketball just in postseason games alone. Fuck everybody.
Right?
Who's got 19 years in the NBA with that many playoff games? I don't give a man. Don't get me started on that argument.
You can't in any way, shape, and or form shit on the guy's career, how he is off the court or anything like that. Braun, it might be time to go ahead and.
It's not. No, it's not. He has nothing else to prove but longevity.
Hey, as long as he doesn't come back to Cleveland and play with our emotions again, I'm fine.
He's not playing with y'all's emotions. He wanted to leave because they kept fucking talking about his mama.
Oh, his mama was the one that hooked up with Rajon Rondo's goofy looking ass.
Did she?
Wasn't it Rondo or was it Delonte?
Delonte West.
Oh yeah, Delonte. Either way, not as goofy looking as Rondo, but still goofy as hell looking.
I mean, but shit. If y'all talk about my mother, I'd have left too.
And if I think I'm right, but Delonte was younger than Bronny.
No, I don't think he was.
Than Braun.
I don't think so.
I think he is.
But LeBron took care of everybody like MC Hammer. And I do believe he took care of everybody. I heard his whole staff is pretty much his crew.
Oh, he takes care of. I mean, like I said, he's sending kids to fucking college and everything else, paying full tuitions.
That deserves a humanitarian award, if you ask me. He took care of the local community, sent them to college.
He's still taking care of his local community.
Yes,
that's one thing. He's still taking care of Cleveland.
Yes, so people need to leave him the fuck alone.
I still got my James jersey hanging up in my closet from his first go around. Yeah, I didn't lose my shit when he went to Miami.
You all should keep everything y'all have on him.
Oh, well, West is a year older than LeBron.
Yeah, I think it was cool.
I didn't have a problem with him going to Miami. I just didn't like the whole decision bullshit and making a spectacle out of it. Like, I understand you want to go get a championship, you want to go get some money, do your thing.
Well, he was also pushing that. It was some nonprofit he was pushing. That's why he did it. I forgot what nonprofit it was. And like I said, you all being from up there, you all got a different emotion about it because that's native to you all. But for me, I was like, what's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
There was all he handled it wrong. I'm like, okay, what did he do wrong? He just did. The fuck is you talking about? Who cares?
He just all he had to, it was the off season. All he had to do was say, hey, I'm going to
Kelly. Oh, sorry.
no Miami.
I know. I'm just doing the song. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's all he had to do. Um,
But he made money off of it. He was trying to raise
yeah,
money for the cause. That's why he did that. Once they said that story, they said, okay, that's the point. Good. Now what the hell is everybody talking about? Leave the man the fuck alone. He is a father in his life. That motherfucker's making more money than most fathers. Does he really?
he's fine without. He is perfectly fine.
His mama taught him well. Don't take the first offer ever. He's a billionaire. What do you all
Yeah.
say? All your opinions don't mean shit unless you have the same type of money he has. You know what'll really piss everybody off? He go to Charlotte. Holy shit.
You really think he fuck around? Doesn't Michael Jordan still own Charlotte?
Yeah, and they were just cool at the NBA All Star game. I thought they were beefing at one point.
I don't think they were ever beefing. I think it was more.
Well, there was a game LeBron stared him down.
That was probably more.
Nah, him and Jordan had beef for a minute. There was some beef. I think people call LeBron out talking about he's not like he doesn't have that killer instinct. He's got killer championships. Don't act like he can't get two more off the rip and then make it three more and piss everybody off. Let's be clear. He was triple doubling in the playoffs when he lost. It ain't him. It ain't him. And I'm here all day on it. What they forgot was that game in Miami when he took his headband off and said, fuck it, we're going to win this.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much what happened. That's pretty much what happened when they were down 3-1 to Golden State in the finals.
Oh, don't get me started on that one. That was fucked up.
And that whole damn Cleveland team said, all right, it's game on. Let's fucking roll.
When Draymond Green got kicked out of that game, I didn't like that shit.
I love that shit, man. Because growing up a Cavaliers fan, that's a whole other reason I don't care for Michael Jordan. I don't like the Bulls. I won't deny Michael Jordan's greatness or anything like that. I just don't fucking like him.
I wasn't a Bulls fan either. I'm a Knicks
Because
fan.
the Bulls, you know how many damn times Michael Jordan and them fucking Chicago Bulls broke my heart as a Cleveland Cavaliers fan?
I'm a Knicks fan.
Every-
You know how many times they broke mine?
Every goddamn time Cavaliers with Mark Price and them would get into the playoffs, oh, they're gonna make a run. They made a run right into fucking Chicago.
Mark Price.
Yeah.
Fuck. You went digging in the crates.
That was that '90s team for the Cavs.
Shit, I was.
And and if they didn't get Chicago early in the playoffs, they'd get them late in the playoffs, and they'd run into that Chicago wall, and it was like, come the fuck on.
And you know who else should probably hate the Bulls, or will be one of the most hated teams? The Pacers. They should be some mad motherfuckers. Because Reggie Miller didn't know the truth, but Jordan.
But that's okay. In
Knicks-
recent history, Cleveland's gotten a little bit of revenge on Chicago because we've been there. We've been their wall as far as
You all
playoffs
have
go.
been history. You all have rewritten history with LeBron entirely. I don't care how many bad seasons he had. He was hype. He was edgy, and he was good basketball.
Well, they're building a dangerous fucking team right now in Cleveland. Like they're getting a lot of love and getting a lot of hype.
Jordan Clarkson's leaving. He's supposed to be there. What's going on with that?
Yeah. They're building a team, man. They're getting some talk and some hype, and they're playing good.
He plays fine. He plays fine.
They smacked Toronto around last night. I watched a little bit of that game. I was like, all right, you guys are about to make a playoff run this year. It looks like.
Well, you know what's wrong with Toronto? A lot of injuries, from what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of injuries in Toronto.
There's a lot of injuries, and their key guys are not there because what's the name's gone to Miami. Anunoby's out for 2 weeks. They're not who they were. Like, they were the number one team in the East for a while, just losing.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, that's
Kawhi saved their ass. Lord have mercy.
yeah, he did.
Kawhi saved their ass.
He is a goddamn
That's a monster.
superhero up there.
He was a monster. Yeah. That whole country had him taken care of. You ain't got to go nowhere. Just stay here.
Yeah, right.
He had Canada like how LeBron had Ohio.
Yeah.
He
No,
had.
yeah,
Y'all,
they've been on
I
a
got
little bit of a
albums.
run.
My shit is kicking my ass. I apologize to everybody if
Are
I
you
look
taking any? Are you taking any Benadryl or any
it just
anti-allergy,
started.
Allegra or some shit?
This is me for 3 months. 3 months a year. This is me. I
You
will
can't
look
take any
crazy.
allergy medicine to help.
Yeah, I can take some, but this shit will still fucking happen. My shit is bad.
Uh-uh.
This is the worst time of year for me.
Mm. Yeah, you need to
If
walk
I
around
ever
with
had
a.
a season, it is allergy season.
You need to walk around with a fucking hazmat suit on.
I just keep blowing my nose and washing my face.
Mm.
We walk around doing this all the time. Oh, just so you know, I got 3 more interviews coming soon.
Okay.
Remember the one I did?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a part 2 with that one. And I got 2 other celebrities that I got asked to do. I'm just waiting on the confirmation of everything. So you all stand by. I think it's gonna be next week. I think it's
Nice.
gonna be next week. Yeah. So y'all stick around. Y'all enjoy. For anybody who does not know, my very first interview a couple weeks ago was with Tracy Bingham from Baywatch. It was 4 hours. I had a great fucking time. I truly did. It was fun. She had fun, and goddamn it, once she had fun, you do it again. You
I know
do
if
it.
I could ever get caught up on some stuff, I'm going to start working on some guest and interviews
Oh
for
yeah,
here.
and run it.
As I think that's what I think I'm going to start turning Monday. You know,
Thank you, Debbie.
have Monday do interviews because typically since it's just you and I, or
Yeah.
you know maybe Mike or maybe Jeff, we have that open window to bring
Oh
in
yeah.
a guest. But I just got to get everything squared away and situated with everything else I got that I'm doing
I'm
right
quite
now for this.
sure. I'm quite sure once you set up, any of the 3 of us will kind of fall back and be in the comment section, and we'll rotate through the question and answer, or whatever. You know, the whole crew will
Oh
be
yeah,
there. But bring
oh
somebody
yeah.
else.
Well, that's why I said I'll probably do it on Mondays since typically the whole crew isn't here, and I'm kind of holding back on some things right now because I'm waiting to see where things go and where things land and how everything starts to develop. I don't want to say too much, but
Say what you can.
I don't want to get too wrapped up and too involved with certain things and doing certain things and then something happens. So I'm kind of
Well, I'm gonna
hanging
give
back
you a
and.
kicker. I'll give you a kicker. We got 3 steady nights a week.
Mhm.
Whoever you want to bring, see which one of them nights they'll come and go with it. You know, you're
Oh
not.
yeah.
We're not gonna give you any grief over it. Just see what they.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, see whenever they're free or bring them. Fuck it.
That's what I figured. Monday night will be the first offer, and if for some reason they're not available, and plus it's a shorter show too, so then they don't got to worry about
It is the shortest show.
getting wrapped up in all of our craziness.
Well, Wednesdays, well, when somebody comes up, we'll chill back. See, we've already had our fun, and if you want to elevate it, we're gonna let you go.
Yeah.
Even when I do mine, I kind of want to make it 1-on-1. I wouldn't have a problem with the Q&A depending on who the celebrity is, if you
Yeah.
will. Just like when I brought her up, I wasn't going to bring nobody up because I didn't know what the fuck somebody was going to say. I got love for y'all, but I'm not sure if I'm good with everybody on this level right
Well, it also a little bit different conversation than you know bringing on a musician or an artist or something like that. Hopefully, they're not.
Bring them. Bring them. I mean, most musicians would love to meet people, and it's PR.
Mhm.
It's definitive PR. They will turn that down. That's free money.
Yeah, but that's something that Cam's going to help me work on.
Cool.
I just got to get with him. He's gonna help me line that stuff up and set that stuff up and everything like that.
Cool. Wait a minute. I thought.
So he wants to help out,
Yes.
but you know like he doesn't want to come on camera. He doesn't want to be
What
on the show. He just
suggestion?
wants to help out behind the
What
scenes.
suggestion says he brought forth?
Well, he had a guy that wanted to come on the show. We just got wrapped up with everything else, and I wasn't able to get it all squared away. that was a former tight end for the Clemson Tigers and was drafted by the Patriots. I don't
Okay.
know if he was cut mid-season or whatever. And
Right.
then there was another guy that he talked to, and this has been several months back, who is a MMA fighter, former heavyweight champion. I think he was a heavyweight champion, multiple time champion. Been on the or been on different
Broadcast.
now different promotions, MMA promotions.
Gotcha.
Dude's a monster, an absolute fucking monster. And then I got a guy that actually I was gonna look at today, and I didn't get around to it because I got wrapped up with other stuff. But I want to look into him. That guy that I was telling you guys about the other day, who's an author and does um, like relationship, couple, sex tips and sex advice and stuff like that. Like that's his whole thing. So I just got to look into it and make sure that he's legit. And that's what I told him. I was like, hey, don't take it the wrong way. I just want to make sure you're all legit and what you're telling me is
Sure.
true because there's a guy that reached out to us a while back, like when Jeff and I were first getting started, and he was like, oh, I'd love to come on your show. I'm a musician. I've played with Guns N' Roses. I've played with da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, cool, awesome. And he's like, I was in radio for like 20 years. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, well, let me check out your Facebook page and check out the links you sent me and stuff like that. And then this fucking dude just lost his mind. He was like, you don't know who I am. You don't know how much I could help. I'm like, whoa, judging by your Facebook page, you're nobody. And I was like, so, but he was like, called me an asshole and telling me, I was trying to help your career. I'm like, bro, you're a has been, you are a never was been, judging by your quote unquote radio career.
I hate Coachy Poo, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to let y'all know. I hate Coachy Poo.
White Michael Jackson. I wouldn't give him Michael Jackson.
I hate Coachy Poo.
But I was just like, damn, dude. I said, you didn't even give me time to look at your shit, and you just like went all psycho on me, like a crazy ass ex girlfriend or some shit.
Right.
I had to block him because he was like blowing me up, just cussing me out and everything else. I'm like, well, okay,
Well,
that's
he's a
not how
fucking
you
psycho.
get an interview on somebody's show.
And what state are you in while you talking shit?
You lost your sound.
What state are you in is all we need to know.
Oh, Tony lost his sound. That's
Did I?
always good.
No, I didn't. I'm here. I
No,
got
he
the box.
didn't.
I got the box.
Hold on.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Might be me.
Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, check yours.
Oh, there we go. That was random. Can you hear me now?
Shut up, Mark. That fucker said unfortunately, you jackass.
My Bluetooth just like completely shut off and disconnected.
The battery died.
No, it didn't die. It's full battery. It just disconnected.
So you know what probably happened? Somebody else around you has their Bluetooth on. It probably interfered with the signal. That will happen.
I wonder if it was my Bluetooth that was on my phone because I have it on for my speaker.
You did hit that shit, you little major league motherfucker.
Right out the park.
Right. Oh shit.
Nah. So yeah, like I said, interviews
Bring 'em.
are.
Fuck it. Monday we game. Bring them.
But like I said,
bring your Blacktop Mojo brothers up here. That'd be
I actually plan on reaching out to them this week. I know they're busy; they're getting ready to go on tour, but I'm wanting to see if maybe they can come up for the 100th episode.
cool. Emmanuel, what's happening? Cool.
What's going on, Emmanuel? So, but I know they're getting ready to go on tour again. They're practicing their set and all that jazz. So it's just a matter of. I think that'd be pretty cool for the 100th episode to bring them on in.
That would be sweet. Can LeBron still carry a team in the playoffs? Yes, he's probably tired of doing it. See, people understand. That's the thing I think it is with LeBron. He's tired of carrying teams. That's what Brian runs. I just watched The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard last night. I laughed real hard once, but it looked like they had fun making that movie to me.
Oh yeah, that's what Jeff and I said. It was
It looked
for
like
what
they
it
had
is.
Yes.
You know, it was a decent movie. I mean, the first one wasn't that great.
No.
There was a couple good laugh scenes, and but outside of that, I mean, it was all right.
Hey,
I
Salma
liked it.
Hayek killed it. Salma Hayek killed it. I'm kind of mad at
Yeah.
Sam Jackson that she was that horny and all over his ass, letting him rub all over her like that. And this motherfucker married, and I'm like, shit, dog.
Yeah.
Wow. But
That
they
was
played
like
that shit. They all played their parts. I got to give them credit. They did some good acting in that movie.
yeah, they did. That was like that Red Notice movie on Netflix.
Well, they
You know, it
spoke
wasn't.
about their notice on that movie. That's what I was watching.
Yeah.
They kept talking about that shit, so I'm gonna have to watch that next.
Yeah, I watched that after everybody else did. It was wasn't a great movie, but it was a good movie. It's a good watch.
It's
It was
Ryan
funny
Reynolds.
watching. It was funny watching Ryan Reynolds and The Rock interact because I would really like to know how much of that shit was ad libbed between him and The
I'm
Rock,
willing to bet you majority of it. Them the
and
best
how
movies.
much of it was ad libbed on Ryan Reynolds' part, and The Rock had no idea. Because there were some scenes when you were watching it, The Rock was supposed to be serious, but you could tell there was a couple of times where he was almost looked a little caught off guard.
See, that reminds me of the rundown because old boy was ad libbing. I thought
Yeah. Oh
so.
yeah.
Yeah, the Rock. He's not entirely up with the game, but you can let people be in there to make the movie like Kevin Hart crazy at.
Well, there's one part in that movie, The Red Notice, where Ryan Reynolds is talking about them being best friends and becoming best friends and this, that, and the other thing, and they're standing side by side, and Ryan Reynolds just reaches over and starts rubbing him on his chest. And I was like, no way that was scripted. No way.
And I can see him doing that shit too. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I can see a little.
he's just rubbing his chest like in the
see
rock.
him doing that. I can see him doing that.
But I mean,
Because
him
he
and
kept telling me he wasn't ad libbing through most of Deadpool.
oh no, they've talked about that several times. Him and T.J. Miller,
Yes.
most of their scenes were completely that whole bar scene after he gets turned into a Deadpool,
Yeah.
and they're going back and forth with what he looks like. That entire thing was ad libbed,
That's awesome.
and they shot it a couple different times, and then they just took the best ones
Just
and
red.
and
Yeah, you just
yeah.
go with it. That's the
But
best.
yeah, that entire thing was just ad lib between him and T.J. Miller. Even in the second one, there was a bunch of shit that just him and T.J. Miller just
Yeah.
fucking just went off the rails and just did their own thing.
Emmanuel, y'all good. I got to go back and watch it because anybody who gets up the Coachy Poo skin is must-watch television.
Who's JB?
JB, your resident, he the voice.
Oh, the voice.
Yeah. It's been a
I
trip.
wish I would shit my pants if we were ever able to if we are ever that big that we can get Ryan Reynolds to come on here. I would shit my pants.
We'll probably do it.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
He will probably do it. Come up here with no shirt on talking about, so did y'all want me to wear clothes or not? And I'll be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, right. I'm on my way.
Right, look at
I'm on my way to Canada, Mr. Ryan Reynolds, sir.
fuck.
Fuck Blake Lively. Bring it back. Hashtag fuck Blake Lively. That was in a
I would
early.
challenge the hell out of him. Hey, dude, I tell you what. Let's go do a sequel to Green Lantern and improve upon it. What do you think?
Yeah, right. I don't think he wants anything to ever do
I
with.
would do the John Stewart character just to be in the movie with him.
Yeah,
I could be the
that and
serious. I could be the serious stiff, just so
yeah.
he could be himself for that fucking movie, and we could rejuvenate it. He would have Marvel and DC on fucking lock.
Oh yeah.
He would have it on fucking lock.
Well, that I don't think he'll ever forgive himself for Green Lantern and or that first Wolverine movie.
I would love to know what the hell was so wrong with that first Green Lantern.
I liked it. I
I
just watched it. I just watched it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I don't understand what everybody's mad about. Yeah, the suit was corny and cheesy, the CGI or whatever.
Fucking bad. Fuck that. I would.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault, but the movie itself.
Y'all get Ryan Reynolds up here. I need to talk to him. I need
Yeah.
to talk to Ryan Reynolds.
The movie itself was pretty damn. It's like everybody wants to shit on the first Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck.
It was corny. That shit was corny.
Yeah, but I kind of liked it. The corniest fucking thing about it was old boy that played Bullseye.
Well, the way he was like trying to buff himself up in a suit, even though he was blind, I'm like, I'm gonna give him credit for that. He did fine. But you know what? And God damn it, we need to get Ben Affleck up here. I need to talk to his ass too. I got some shit. I got some shit to start with him.
We're gonna have to start working on getting super famous and super popular, and we can just bring on
This is
all
the
the celebs.
Nonsensical Nonsense podcast. If you know a celebrity that we have talked about or somebody who will be interested, get them up here because we could talk
Yeah.
some shit. We could talk some shit. Don't let me get Sam Jackson. I know some folks from Chattanooga.
I have some things to say to Sam Jackson.
First of all, how you
No,
doing,
well,
motherfucker?
yeah, right. Well, I mean that's the thing. All four of us are movie buffs in our own right. You know.
Yeah, we could talk movie TV all day. That shit is
Oh
fun.
yeah.
That shit is fun.
Jeff was here earlier, Emmanuel, and Mike said he was going to be here, but I don't think he's going to make it tonight. He'll he'll message us after we end the show and go, "Hey,
Come on, you guys still on? No, goddamn it.
no, Goofy, it's
Right.
Monday."
Right.
But yeah, man, well, shit, I would love to reach a point where get actors and TV, actors and stuff to come on the show because we all four watch a ton of movies and TV. So not yet, but I do want to watch the new Batman movie.
I'm reading it now. I don't see. It got an 85% from Rotten Tomatoes.
A lot of the things that the critics are kind of shitting on the movie about are just like stupid things, like the way it was filmed, set design, stuff like that. I haven't really heard much bad stuff about. It's just like they're nitpicking it. They're looking for problems.
Yes, and I'm with you on. Oh fuck, he's the one that played Batman. Okay, now I see problem number one. No disrespect to him.
Oh, you didn't know that Robert Pattinson was playing Batman?
Yeah, I didn't realize that shit. Fucking Edward from Twilight.
Mm-hmm. But it's supposed to be. Emmanuel, you said he said he's seen it, so it's supposed to be a little bit edgier, a little bit grittier.
It looked like it from the trailer, and I do want to see it because the
Yeah.
way they had it hanging in the theaters, and me and Jason went one time. We was like, "Ooh," I said, "Jason, I don't know yet."
Yeah, I don't.
I want to see it.
But it didn't do very well in the box office. So I don't know if that had
I'm
anything to do
about
with
to
the
look that
movie, or if it had to do with the fact that people still aren't going out 100%.
Yeah, people. It did pretty good in my opinion. You make 128 million.
Damn. Yeah, that's what they were saying on the radio. They didn't do very good. Opening weekend or whatever.
Uh, 57 million domestic. At the second, okay, let me see. How much did it cost to make the movie? Shit.
Oh hell, I have no idea.
The thing is to break even an opening weekend.
But I didn't figure that movie was going to be a box office smash.
Oh yeah, because we was waiting on
But
it.
like I said, also, people aren't going out as they're not trying to go to the movie theaters like they used to be.
No, I'm blaming
Yet.
HBO Max. HBO Max saves me so much of a headache.
Yeah, and then you have all the streaming sites. So, why am I going to go to the movie theaters where, I mean,
Yeah, Emmanuel, don't
tickets,
you say shit. Don't you say shit. Do me that favor.
tickets,
Don't you say shit,
yeah,
please.
tickets are already 20 some dollars a pop anyways. And then I heard that they raised ticket prices for the Batman movie.
They raised ticket prices because they all been suffering for a year. We knew that was going to happen.
So then you factor in that, and it's like, well, if me and my kids go to the movies and they're say $20, which probably more than that. I mean, that's $80 before you even get in there.
Yeah, me and Jason went. It was about 40 with snacks. Me, Jason, and Trey went. It was about 60 with snacks.
But I mean, that's even before you go in there and buy snacks and shit. If they're $20 a pop.
Yeah.
Let's see real quick. Let me actually. I don't know what the hell movie theater that is. Oh, it's AMC. Okay.
And yeah, man, your wild card is the fucking man. I might have to get in touch with him and let him know. We got a few people requesting. Because I would damn sure bring a bunch of the people up here who do the interviews and the podcast. I'll bring y'all on and shout y'all out. You doing good,
Bring,
man. I appreciate you. You a classy motherfucker. Man. I like you, dog. You like
shit,
cool.
bring him on here.
I
Bring him
would.
on the podcast.
I would. And one of the plans I got, I'm not going to say, but I'm gonna just tell everybody kind of stick around for the most part. Backstage, bro. Outstanding.
20 minutes left.
Outstanding. No, that's fine. And I'm gonna let him know.
Captain part time.
Hey, I understand his obligations.
I just want to see
Andrew, you got the last 20 minutes. Run it.
ticket prices.
You got the last 20
What's
minutes.
going on, Captain Part Time? Wait
What's
until the
up?
end of the show to show up.
Well, yeah, I greatly apologize for that, but I was at the mercy of someone else being how I was.
You're glitching.
So when I thought we were going home, we weren't going home, and that's when I said I'll be there in 20 minutes. And well, we didn't go home though.
You're glitching a little bit. Check your mic, bro. I know he said money.
All right.
I know he said it's just me and him, but I'd be glad when the two of you showed up, y'all. That door is always fucking open. At least y'all made it.
Oh, I always invite him. Damn,
Yeah,
I was just
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to look up. I was trying to look up
Look it up. You good?
ticket prices for this damn movie, or any movie for that matter. But fucking making
We'll see
it.
how this goes. We'll see how it goes.
Your mic's acting up still.
Oh,
Yeah, your mic is still acting up.
Do
So
what?
your mic of your computer is still breaking up a little bit. And the only reason why I say that is because a lot of times we watch the replays, I try to see how we look and how we come across.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're having fun, I want to make sure everybody understands. Even
I'm wondering if he's having interference between his headset and his microphone.
I think it is. What's up, Wicked
Hey,
Time guys?
what's going
To
on,
me,
Wicked?
I carry this personally. I used to listen to the Loose Cannons on satellite radio, and the four of them got along all through the broadcast for hours. And
Yeah.
that's how I kind of carry this shit personally. So if I'm
Oh
wrong,
no, exactly.
yeah, I like that shit. When, it don't matter how many people you got up there, as long as all of y'all are getting along, people want to hear that shit.
Mm-hmm.
People
Yeah.
want to hear it. All right, you're crystal clear visually.
all right. What about auditory?
Right now was good.
Oh, you
Wicked
just-
Cyan Eyes, we were just talking about it. Please no spoilers.
What do you think of it?
Please no
What do you think of
spoilers.
the way? Just tell me what you think of it.
Right.
Hey Mike, try adjusting your audio, your sound, or your volume. Because I know I had to start moving my speaker away when we play music and stuff like that. Because I noticed when I would upload
Is that
it,
better?
if my speaker was too close, that it was causing my audio to cut out real bad.
The speaker, because of the
Is this
yes,
better?
it is. Yes.
All right. Yeah. Maybe I just need to be closer to the mic, and that's all. Storyline was good. Really? Okay. Ooh. She
As I
said
said, that could be an
storyline.
issue too. You're too far
I
out.
don't know. I'm an overthinker. But if she goes off and says storyline is good, then that she might not have
Fuck.
liked the representation of the characters.
Bruce Willis got a new movie coming out.
I think
I'm actually curious about the new Flash movie. The Flash movie looks good. And then, of course, Black Adam looks good. Yeah, did you know they're making a Flash movie? They're making a
I
Flash
just
movie.
haven't seen the date.
Yeah, they're
I
making a
saw
Flash
it.
movie. They're making a Cyborg movie. They're supposed to be a new Superman 2, Dawn of Superman or something like that. Man of Steel.
I'm waiting on that Black Adam movie.
Oh, Man of Steel 2?
Yeah.
So Henry Cavill went off and signed another contract then? Because that was what I was under the impression why they didn't do it yet. Was because he wasn't committed.
Supposedly he's in, but I mean, why wouldn't you want to be? You know, if DC would just stop sitting on their fucking ass, they would. I mean, in all honesty, if they would stop sitting on their ass and start putting these movies out that they've been talking about for 20 goddamn years, they would be burying Marvel.
I don't know about burying. I don't know about burying.
Well, I don't know. Let me this is how I feel about it. I feel like Marvel does safe movies, easy movies, simplistic movies, and they can do that because they can get away with it. There was not a whole lot of depth. I think in exception to Spider-Man, they haven't had a whole lot of hard thinking movies. Captain you can go. They've been making storylines like that since the 30s. Um, but I think that because no one stepped up to challenge Marvel, DC is they're able to get away with stuff like this because you know what? I saw what was it the what was the new aliens or new breed whatever their latest movie with Angelina Jolie in there.
Eternals.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
haven't
the
finished that one.
Eternals.
No.
That was good.
They were okay.
What's
I
going on,
mean,
Captain?
I didn't hate the movie. I heard that you either hate it or love it. I didn't hate it, and I didn't love it either. It was a good movie. I
Watch it.
thought I
Watch
thought
it
it
with
had
peace of mind.
some good
Watch it with
concepts.
peace of mind. That's what I had to do different. I had to watch it again and actually focus. That movie's saying a lot.
Yeah.
That movie is saying a whole lot. Seriously.
Oh, I know it was
Well,
saying a lot. It was just I didn't think it was. I didn't hate it. I didn't like it. I just felt like it was just another Marvel movie. And I feel like that's where a lot of it is turned into. It's just it's another Marvel movie. I am kind of interested for the new Doctor Strange
Absolutely.
and
are you? Wait a
and
minute.
the
Wait a
new
minute. The new Marvel. You're talking about Eternals, not
Yes.
Aliens.
He's
I
talking
think
about
you're
Eternals.
talking about
yeah
the Aliens
Eternals.
franchise.
Well, he's talking about Eternals. He's talking about
Mm-mm.
Eternals.
Oh,
We
yeah, it
have
wasn't
what's
too
good.
bad. It was a pretty good movie.
I mean, I did. Yeah, like I said, it was a pretty good movie. Take Chi was a pretty good movie. I mean,
Yes.
Hmm.
that's that's all it
I
does is
just,
just to me. I feel like but there's nothing groundbreaking anymore.
I
Now
just
the
don't care
problem
for
with
that.
see, I was more of a Marvel fan over DC, and then it kind of flip flopped because, well, I'm a comic book reader, so I was in the '90s and in early 2000s, Marvel had better stories than DC, and DC kind of like they didn't know what they were doing. My opinion, Tony, my opinion, and I have a handicap. I'm white, so I can say that. Um,
You motherfucker.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. I was
you,
always a,
you, Tony D, no excuse.
I was always more of a DC fan. I
Let me
like the
tell you
DC.
something.
Yeah, I was more of a DC fan. I like the darker, edgier stories that they told, and they got silly from time to time.
Yeah,
But I also enjoyed Marvel because there were certain characters and certain groups that I liked on Marvel. But I've always been more DC than
absolutely.
anything else. But
I actually feel that those of us from the 70s and 80s grew up on DC cartoons more than Marvel. That's the bias.
well, you didn't have a lot of Marvel
Well, Marvel
cartoons
was
back
always
then. You
Not in
bad.
had
the
X
80s. The
Men.
Marvel
Marvel cartoons came in
was
the 90s.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you had X Men in the
Marvel. Yeah.
'90s, and
Well,
then
no, it did have them in the '70s,
Still frame.
and there was mostly other than Spider Man.
There was still frame. You had
The only
Spider
one
Man,
they
Hulk, and
had,
Thor.
but
That's it. Spider Man, Hulk, and Thor.
yeah, and then they did Submariner had a little show, but I don't know if it was like a show or like a movie.
Now, the
But it
cartoon
was it
with
was
Spidey and his amazing friends, that was doing good. That was real good.
yeah,
They need to bring
yeah,
Firestarter,
yeah,
Old Girl, and fucking Iceman. That shit would be fucking dope. That shit would be dope.
yeah. Fire.
Yes. God damn it, Marvel. We found a flaw in what the fuck y'all doing. No,
Is
Jay, we don't want to. Hey, Glick, Jay want to come
then I
show's almost over, Jay.
I tell you what I tell you what did it.
up. Hey, I think you need to bring him
Well,
up.
I
We
tell
didn't
you
bring him
what
up
did.
last week.
I couldn't. He couldn't come up. I tried.
I tell you what did it to me. What did it for me for DC, which switched me over, was actually Green Lantern. Believe it or not Batman, not anything. But when they decided to do the Green Lantern Corps, they dropped all their old books and did the Green Lantern Corps, and then it brought. If you're familiar with the Darkest Day and Brightest Day
The Darkest
storylines,
Day and
where
Brightest Night.
they had all the colors. Yeah, they were like incredible reading,
Now,
and
what's
and
crazy is,
and
did you ever watch the
Bring you up,
cartoon?
but you better behave.
Parallax,
Yeah.
the
He'll behave.
yellow
He'll behave. Yeah.
Parallax. it got
Parallax.
deep, and it
You got
got
the pink
dark, and
one. Watch the
and
cartoon
that's
on
why
Netflix. Watch the cartoon on Netflix. I
Huh?
thought it was
Oh, the
excellent.
the Green
The
Lantern.
Green Lantern cartoon, it was excellent because they went to the red
I
one,
got
they
it
went to the
again.
orange one, they went to
Just,
the blue
just,
one, they
I
went to the
gotta look
pink.
at it again.
just get on
I
HBO
gotta look
Max.
at it
They've got
again
all of
because
them.
if I
I don't
don't like
think they
the
got the
art, I
cartoon
don't
on
want to give it a
HBO Max.
shot.
I don't think they
They've
have the
If I
got.
don't
cartoon
like the
series.
art, I
They
don't
got
want
the
to give it a
cartoon
shot.
movies. I don't think they have the cartoon series.
I don't know. They've got every damn thing DC on
And
HBO
I've seen
Max.
them. I've seen them, but
Hmm.
not
Oh
that
yeah.
the
Oh
cartoons on
I
Netflix.
oh I'm on HBO Max. But back to the point is the problem with DC Comics is Warner Brothers, not DC Comics. It's
Gotcha.
Warner Brothers. See, Marvel did one thing that they did right was they had a showrunner and he ran all of Marvel. DC gets the fuck out of their. I mean, gets the fuck out of their way. The problem that's killing DC is Warner Brothers. The reason why we got Batman Forever with Jim Carrey as the Riddler
Riddler, the Riddler.
was because of Warner Brothers and McDonald's. They did McDonald's toys, and Catwoman was one of the toys, and all the mothers went and saw Batman Returns, and it's like, oh, she's a sex icon. How could you do this? And you're giving this to our kids, and blah 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 blah. And
Okay,
then Warner Brothers decided to ham it up, and that's
okay.
why it got goofy.
So DC took over Marvel. I mean, Disney took over Marvel. Who should take over DC?
I like DC under Warner Brothers. They just need to let Warner Brother. They just need to let DC
See,
do DC. If they had
Yes.
kept if they had kept Zack Snyder, they got scared
We already do that.
because
We beat that into the ground. Everybody has beat that into the ground. I'm not even going to disagree with you. Zack Snyder needs
right.
an open checkbook and his own damn island. And everybody who wants to be in the
Everybody
y'all
got
need to
mad
help him
about
out.
Batman versus Superman, and as a
I wasn't mad.
Batman fan and as a Superman fan,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure Glick's going to disagree with me. That movie was stupid. It was bad. It,
I have no
they
idea
needed
what the premise was to make that movie.
no.
But okay, you started the original Justice League. Wicked Italian Eyes, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't wait for that fucking movie either. I got crunk
I
when I
can't
saw
wait
that
either.
trailer last year.
I'm down for it. And
Because most people who don't even know
because of
where that
this, I
came
wish they would
came from the
redo
fucking
Blade
cartoon
so
to
we could
me.
have a more Blade team up.
Yeah.
Back to your question.
supposedly a Blade reboot is in the works.
Yes, it is.
If it's
Um,
not in this new phase of the MCU, it's going to be in the next phase.
it's supposed to be in this one, I thought.
Because one of my
Yeah,
favorite,
it
because
just
one of my
depends on
favorite,
timelines and where they go and shit.
Availability
yeah,
and
one of my
theaters.
favorite Marvel team up of all time was Blade, Morbius, and Ghost Rider, and that was an incredible,
I
that was
heard.
incredible
I heard about that.
stories.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
that.
I liked when Blade teamed up with the werewolf and the mummy.
You stupid.
yeah.
That happened.
When
That
Blade
happened.
when
I
Blade
remember.
teamed up with Dracula,
What?
Yeah. What was that? They were a group. What the hell was
I got that
What was it,
comic.
the blood pack?
I got, huh?
Was it the blood pack like on Blade 2?
No, it was Night Stalkers. I think is
Oh,
what it
nice.
was.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
nice.
started the yeah, which Night Stalkers was in Blade 2, but the must have been a different lineup than what I remember. But the
Right.
problem is Warner Brothers got scared because Batman and Superman, basically it didn't flop, but it wasn't a good movie, and it did not have
It got bad
crowd.
reviews.
It
It
had
got bad
bad reviews.
reviews.
Well, you
Nobody
know
knew what
what?
the
It was a
fuck they were
stupid
looking
movie.
at. That was the problem.
It
Nobody
was a
knew what the fuck they were
stupid
looking at.
movie.
They didn't like that, and they didn't like that first Suicide Squad. The first Suicide Squad was nothing like the cartoon, but I thought it was good. I really did think it
Right.
was good. I thought it was worth every
I
penny.
thought the first one was okay.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was
500
not that
million.
great.
I didn't have a problem with it. I watched the
I
movie.
mean,
I
I
said,
would.
there's so much shit that was cut out of that movie. They got an extended cut. They need a director's cut because there was shit that was in theaters.
Well, that's
They
what I
had
was
no
saying.
extended
I
cut.
feel like I want to see all the Joker's bits.
Well, there was a part where he knew you stupid. There was a part where he knew Harley Quinn had a thing for Deadshot, and they never showed it outside of the theaters. They never showed it. You won't even see it on the cable
Hmm.
or the extended cut.
Yeah,
They don't even
and that's
show it.
what I'm and what the guy, the actor, I don't know. I don't I don't remember his name right now. Glick, I'm sending you a message.
Bullshit.
but
I'm trying to find that team
but
that Blade because
he
he did
said that
he.
there was so much time filmed
Yes.
that that they could have done his own movie just with that.
Talking about
If they
Joker.
had
Yeah,
a Joker
Jared
pencil
Leto's
line.
Joker.
Yeah, he's got a movie, doesn't he? He got a movie coming as a Joker. I thought.
No, he's Morbius.
Yeah, I know he's going to be Morbius,
Yeah,
which is crazy. He went from DC. I mean, he went from he went from DC to Marvel. Like
A lot of them have done it. Ryan Reynolds has done it.
it's like 40 of them. It's 40 of them that done it.
Yeah, the guy who played. I'm talking about major
yeah.
roles, not your little bit roles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's his name that played Thanos and Cable? He was Jonah Hex.
Well, that's what's
Um,
funny is he's the biggest. He's the biggest superhero whore of them all because he played three different fucking characters.
yeah,
Three?
He played Cable,
Yes, yes, yes. He
so he
did play
played
three. Yes.
and then he played Thanos.
Yeah, he did play three. I want to see a sequel to Jonah Hex. I like that shit.
You know, I actually just watched that movie today,
Did you
just
like it?
because I was like,
Did you like it?
yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
good.
I thought it. I thought if they weren't, I could see where they're a little timid to do the full real Jonah Hex as he was, but I feel like today they could remake it and make it good. Because you gotta remember those old school movies like the original Daredevil, Elektra, even the Fantastic Four, they were scared because to make them as what they were because of they were afraid that fans wouldn't like these absurd and crazy
Well, the
notions
crazy.
that were in the comic book. So they held them back. You know, that's why they made Galactus a cloud in
Yes.
in 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 Fantastic Four
Fantastic
2
Four. Yeah.
versus because they felt like the audience wouldn't understand uh, a being that is so powerful that he survives by destroying and
I
consuming
don't know why.
planets.
I
It
don't
was
know why.
better to make that like a they would well see the biggest example of it is what they did with Spawn. They made they changed it and didn't give him who he really was fully. Yeah, you got the major bits and it was a good movie,
It was a good movie.
but you especially if you watch the writing, it's cheesy. It's some of it is
They
cheesy.
couldn't
It's almost
combine. They
cringy.
couldn't combine the work with the story. There was almost too much happening.
Exactly.
Yes, I understood that.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to have been made a sequel. They're going to redo Spawn. I don't know if they're going to get Michael Jai White to do it, but
I actually wish that I really like him. He's a good actor.
he's a great
And
actor.
I even seen him in all the Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah,
I
I
like
think
him. He's good.
I think at this point, nothing against Michael John White, but I think at this point he's going to be too old.
well,
If they want to do it, if
Wesley
they want to
Snipes
bring
did
it back and reboot it and do a
yeah,
franchise, I mean that's what they're kind of running into with Blade. Yeah, Wesley Snipes could come back and be Blade all day.
he was looking old in the third one. He was looking old.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
but I
starting
also
to
think
look
they did that
old.
on purpose because I mean, like in Expendables, they made that man look rough as hell.
Hey, but you know what? He's still agile as fuck.
Yeah,
When he was jumping
so
on that crane and shit, he played that part.
yeah, so they're trying to create these franchises, and that's like everybody's freaking out because they're going to be introducing the X-Men into the MCU, but they're gonna recast Wolverine. But Hugh Jackman said, "I'm too old. I'm done."
Yeah.
So
Well, he did
I
so
mean,
many.
even in the X-Men First Class movies and the Days of what was Days of
Days of
Future
Future Past. Yeah,
Past, it was Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. They didn't recast him in anything. If they had Wolverine in the movie, it was Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
because he played that role so damn good. But the guy said I'm getting too old. The same thing with RDJ as Tony Stark. He could play that fucking role forever.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean,
I
he got
believe
to
he did
change
say he
suits like
was
he
too
did in the
old to
third
do
one,
it.
and he was tired
You
of it.
know.
But they say he's gonna be back as Iron Man,
Well, I think he'll do cameos or stuff like that, like
and
little
he got to
slide
do a Mr.
ins.
Sherlock Holmes. I'm waiting on that shit too. I got to see what next Sherlock Holmes is going to do. But the first two are fire. Those were great
There's
fucking
two.
movies.
He did two. He
Well,
did two Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yes.
Oh, I thought there was only one.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
there
he
was
did
two.
too.
There was two.
No, no. The second one, I honestly, I can't tell you which one I like the most. I like them both. They're pretty good.
That's a fair assessment because I like them both as well. I truly did. That game of shadows, that damn when they were playing that chess game and they didn't even touch the board, they were telling each other the moves. That was some classic shit.
Oh yeah,
That was
oh
classic
yeah.
shit.
I love that shit.
And then it was about to fight. He said, "Come now, we both know how this is going
Right?
to end." Fucking Moriarty.
Yeah, let me see what this Sherlock Holmes did. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Game of Shadows.
Game of Shadows, huh?
My wife got tired of me watching that shit when we was together.
Because I liked the first one. I didn't know.
said,
I didn't even know there was a second
in
one.
this movie. I don't think anybody's paying attention to what they're saying in those movies. They are telling you some shit.
Right. Oh, you know, movies that make you really think would be like The Matrix. Um, Now what they try to do in this last Matrix, fuck that. That don't exist for me. That was terrible. I
You know,
hated every concept of that
there's a
movie.
true story behind the origin of it, right?
Behind what?
But the
The
first
Matrix,
one,
the original Matrix. The lady that wrote it, she broke down what it really meant. I might play that tonight. I might play that tonight. I gotta find that interview.
okay, yeah.
Um, what's her name? The original writer did an interview and she was breaking down.
I
What it's
thought
supposed
it
to be.
was the Wachowski brothers that wrote that actually.
No, it was originally a black woman. She wrote it,
Oh, okay.
and she broke it all the way down. And like I said, I'm not just saying that to say it. They did an interview with her. She broke it all the way the fuck down. Neo and all that shit is some real shit.
Yeah.
That's some real shit. God damn, Brock Lesnar looking old. Ooh, get old.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what. I don't know. Plus, you get all these movies that were supposed to slated to be coming out soon and stuff like that. The last 2 years have kind of put a damper on a bunch of movies.
Yes, it has.
Right. Right. But I will
Nice.
streaming
Oh, yeah.
services. I really appreciated what they did. By teaming up with theaters and stuff, and not viewing all of their movies, but viewing some of them. Because when I discovered that with the Mortal Kombat movie, and I went on HBO Max so I could see that Mortal Kombat movie,
Yes. Did you
and
like?
Mhm.
and and Disney did the same thing. You know, it was nice being able to, even though there was no theaters, there was nothing open. It was nice to be able to go to your TV and watch new movies coming out because you want that new, old movies and TV shows. Sometimes you just want to sit down and watch a movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
but
it was.
Disney had me fucked up. They thought I was going to pay $30 to watch a goddamn movie in my house.
Oh, I fucked up. So I thought by the reading, because I'm an idiot, was you pay $30 a month and then you'll get all of their movies coming out. And they had a heavy lineup. So
Yeah.
I went off and it was for Black Widow actually that I did it for.
Yeah.
That was an excellent movie.
And I went off and I didn't like it that much. It was okay. I went up and paid it, and I was like, okay, awesome. So now I can watch Jungle Cruise and everything else coming out. And then I found out that was only $30. I was like, you expect me to pay $30 per movie, and then you're gonna release it early onto your platform anyways. The only thing I gotta do is wait 3 months. or
Right.
2 months or whatever the wait time is.
That
now.
is exactly what
like,
the mouse thought you were going to do, and you did.
by accident, and then I found out that it was $30 per movie, and I was like, well, you know what? Cruella DeVille is going to have to wait until it comes out on the streaming, and it
I was
did,
not.
and I was
Yeah.
okay.
I was not worried about watching any of them. I wasn't going to pay for them. I was like, I will watch it when that shit is free.
Yes.
Because
Well, what I did
you
was
sons of bitches already got me paying a monthly premium.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not paying an additional. You know, that's what HBO Max did. That was better than Disney. Was you didn't have to pay for them. So when Mortal Kombat came out, when Zack Snyder came out, when these other movies have come out and they've gone into theaters and onto HBO, you can watch them. They come out a couple days after they're out in theater.
I watched Godzilla, King Kong.
Cash and I did that.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed them. I'm a big monster fan. I kind of like hurt my dad's feelings when I told him that.
Yeah,
but I'm like not a huge like monster. Like when Rampage came out, I didn't really give a shit. I really watched the movie just so I could see the new.
right.
Yeah. No, I wasn't a big fan of Kong or Godzilla, but Cash is. Cash loves those movies. So when it came out, him and I sat down and watched it together. It was a good movie. I mean,
and I thought they were good movies. Yeah.
Cash was explaining everything to me because I mean I just had kind of the gist of what was going on, but he was telling me about the other movies that led up to that movie with the Godzilla and the King Kong movies, Skull Island and all that shit.
Skull Island wasn't bad.
Nah,
I like Skull Island. That was a good movie.
But
Brie Larson, even with Brie Larson in it, it was still a good movie. And that's just because Sam Jackson was in it doing his Sam Jackson motherfucking thing.
Right. Right.
And John C. Reilly was in it being him, and he was funny as hell.
I need to find it. Wicked Italian Eyes. The lady's name is Sophia Stewart. I'm trying to find the interview now, and I think it's on YouTube. But she sued them for the rights behind the Matrix because they changed the story up, I think, a little bit. But she was breaking down what it really was and what it really meant. There was some serious shit in that movie. That was based on some real shit. And I always told people I watched the movie and I was feeling something in it. I really was.
Well, the first one, I was just like, I had so many questions, and I think I watched that movie 4 times in the theater because I had so many questions when it was over with. And that was a movie that I watched. Like, that's a movie you could study. And movies like that I love movies that just make you fucking think. You know, it's not. I don't know. Bad guys are bad, so you should be like that.
Right. Hold
On, my favorite movies are when the bad guys are not only played by an actor that just knows how to play it, but when you question whether or not we're fighting the right person.
And they said Will Smith turned that role down because he couldn't figure out how it was going to really do. And honestly, that movie took over the world. God damn. That movie took over
The Matrix?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The second one was okay. The third one was kind of a letdown, but it was about what I would expect because they just had to pump up all the. I thought the concept of them going to the machine world and then all that, I thought that was pretty. I thought the Leo and Trinity story part of that was really was where it was at. It was the other shit that was happening that was like,
That was another movie franchise that should have never been a franchise, but that's just my opinion.
That's just your opinion.
Oh, I would have been happy with just the first one because that would have been like the usual suspects, 40, 50 years still asking these fucking questions,
Yeah.
But it is.
But they made 4 movies of that goddamn Matrix, and you still don't have all the answers.
They made 2 black witches.
And
2 of them.
The fourth one was.
I think they did 3, but I agree.
The Animatrix was good.
The
Animatrix.
So
what it was, it's a collection of anime with different art styles, which is what I loved about it. And they're cartoons and they're short stories. Some of it was how the Matrix began, which I thought was really good.
Right.
it actually talked about the war against the robots and humans, and talked about how it all went, and it got kind of detailed because they were talking about how the at one point the robots even had their own delegations and they would go toward to and talk to the leaders of the world like UN and shit, and they would, they were accepted and they were like coexisting there for a minute
Right.
before it all went down and got ugly. And that's where that story was at, and some other stories, stuff that was happening while somewhere else while the Neo thing was going on. So I thought it was a very smart movie, but I think the Animatrix came out after the second one, so I would have left it at Matrix 2, and the Animatrix would have been done good for me.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, wrestling's on. Let me go see what the hell they're gonna do over here.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
ending the
yeah.
show because wrestling is on.
Yeah,
Well,
we've been on
it's
2 hours.
also
I'm fucking drowsy as shit.
it's
Oh
also
no, it's
after
good.
the show ends at 8 on Mondays.
I know. It's
Starts
seven
at
at my
6. Yeah.
time.
Well, it starts at 6 my time, 8 my time. It ends
I keep forgetting
Wednesday.
y'all. All
It
right,
starts at 6. What's
yeah,
that? Wednesday it goes until 9, and then Saturday it starts at 8 and it goes until 11 ish,
ish.
Ish.
which is
Yeah,
usually
I
follow.
think I remember that's how the schedule was going. And like, I want to apologize.
You're fine.
Um
You're fine.
this month has been, and this month coming, last month and this month coming, there's been a lot of bad things that have happened, some good things, and I've just been dealing with a lot. And I'm trying to get through, and then I've got something coming up in the near future. So, you know, not to
You
get
handle your
too
shit. I already
personal.
understand what you got
Yeah,
going on. Handle your
not to
shit.
get too personal is I had something when I started the podcast, and because I had this something all the time, I didn't I guess I didn't appreciate it as much. And I said, okay, I could do the podcast even when I had this something in my possession. And then I lost 60% of it. And then it's, you know, you just want to hold it and cradle it as much as possible because you only have it for a short period of time.
Yeah.
So So sometimes that gets in the way of the commitment that I made to the podcast. So I want to apologize for that. I
You
am
good.
trying to get that fixed to where it's not, so I can have this something in my possession and do the podcast at the same time. But right now, unless I can get these things packed up at a certain time, you know, I
Yeah.
I, I hit the last 30 minutes, and all that stuff. It's just I'm hoping to get back to the way the life should be and the way it was, and when that happens, I'm gonna be full force. I hate it because it's not fair. It's not fair to y'all,
We got Saturdays
but
on lock. Doors open on Mondays and Wednesday. You already know. At least in my opinion. Y'all had
yeah,
Wednesday and Saturdays. We added Monday. This is extra. Y'all
yeah,
popping in is enough.
Yeah, that's what I said. The Monday, as far as Mondays go, I mean, Jeff popped in for a little bit, kind of shocked both Tony and I when he popped up in the backstage. Because he typically does not. I mean, I think he typically doesn't do Mondays. So, the invites are there. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, y'all good on Mondays.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
Like I
shit.
said, I think Mondays I wanna bring back news, so we'll have that, and then also gotta get with Cam and talk to Cam, and because I'd like to try to start bringing in some guests, do some interviews and stuff like that, and I might try to do that
yeah,
on
definitely.
Monday, unless their schedule doesn't permit them to do a spot, to be a guest on a Monday, then we'll have to work out, Wednesday or Saturday. We might have to, have one of you guys drop out and then just kind of alternate you guys in and out with the guest if it's on a Wednesday or a Saturday night. But
Absolutely.
Wednesdays and Saturday nights also get a little bit hectic because, we're doing the starting five stuff and all that. So I figured Mondays are more laid back, a little
Oh
bit more relaxed.
yeah,
It'll be
how
much
did that
easier.
go, by the way? How did the starting five go?
You picked the terrible list yet again. I didn't even have a list. I literally pulled it out of my ass,
I
and
pulled that out of my ass.
and Tony's still fighting with the Chattersbox. He's not even in the main event status yet, apparently, in his head. And Jeff is Jeff.
Jesus.
I think I had a pretty solid list. Everybody had a pretty solid list. We all thought you were going to go one direction, and then you went to the left, which was another thought I had that you were going to do, which was all Disney, and you did. But I also thought that you were going to do a bunch of nerd shit and have like Voldemort and Vader and Lord Palpatine or whatever the hell his name is.
Well, I thought about Palpatine.
And Khan.
And Khan was definitely was.
I figured
there,
you were going to pick Khan and be like, Khan!
I thought about it, and at the last minute, because while I was thinking about all my nerdy shit, that bad guy from The Hunchback of Notre Dame just kept coming up. So I was going to have at least one in there to begin with. But if you have not seen The Hunchback of Notre Dame, it's not a great movie, but that villain, he was a villain. He was a bad guy. I hated him. But moving on. I just thought, what the hell? Why not? Why not? My other lists haven't been going well, so why not go do an all Disney? Because, you love and hate those villains too,
Of course.
So,
there's a ton of them.
Yeah. So I thought, why not?
Every Disney movie has a villain.
Wicked's there going, I like Disney. Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like Disney? I mean, I like Disney. I was gonna have Scar and Jafar in my list, but then I just got so wrapped up with other stuff I didn't have time to sit down and write a list, and so I said, "Fuck it, I'll just wing it," and I winged it,
I
wung it.
I'm just glad that even your Disney picks that you thought of were not even on my radar.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't even think about Jafar or Scar.
No, I just kind of dug into my movie knowledge and was able to pull some shit out of my ass. So
you truly did.
Some good shit too.
Jeff was trying too hard.
I don't even know what Jeff's list consists of at this point. Jeff had a good list.
I know Tony had a good list. I like Tony. If we could vote, I probably would have voted for Tony about more times than I would have anybody else.
I appreciate it. Because I'm telling y'all, I did y'all a favor by not putting that dude on my list of villains.
Oh yeah,
that was a dirty motherfucker.
I thought. Well, you were talking about doing it.
Yeah, I was. I was talking about it. Hell yeah.
You should have done it.
God.
Because you had said it, and because I wasn't there, I thought that you actually picked him. So that's why I didn't pick him.
All good. I was gonna put him in there. I had to think of somebody more evil. I couldn't remember that dude's name that was on Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
All right. Well, do you want to go ahead and end the show since Tony looks like he's about ready to clunk out?
Yeah, my allergies are kicking my ass.
And Glick is about. Yes, Wicked did.
I remember that.
Who can you? If you done Hitler, who else? Hitler should have been your number one pick. Done. It would have been Hitler.
It would have been a wrap.
Hitler and Satan.
She took Hitler from Inglourious Bastards, and I took Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was sweet.
Christoph Waltz.
Hans, holy shit. That opening scene?
Go jump on Facebook and look at our list. Like I said, mine came completely.
Had a chance to...
Yeah, mine completely came out of my ass, 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You didn't have nothing written down. You were just calling it out. You're right.
Yeah, I was over here being Peyton Manning. Omaha, 3.4, Omaha, audible. But it didn't turn out too bad. I just got wrapped up with other stuff and doing other things, and I was like, just don't have fucking time for it. Screw it.
The merch list is starting. It's starting to look good. I feel like we got a pretty decent first first like series 1 of Nonsensical Nonsense merch?
I spent about 5 hours yesterday on 2 designs.
I like that hoodie with our endings.
That is by far my favorite thing so far. That's why it's not it's well I'll get to that with it. But it's a hoodie. There's 2 men's t-shirts. They're different style t-shirts. There's a women's hoodie.
Didn't you do one that says tree?
No, not yet. I haven't. There's that version of that one that I made with our closers. There's a woman's hoodie. There's 2 or 3 women's t-shirts with it. So there's several things with that design on it. Then I just made just a real quick, easy-ish design that I put on a couple shirts. But yeah, I spent about 5 hours on that last night.
There was a request that was given to me about the merchandise, about the women's apparel. They were asked if they could get larger sizes. I don't know. I don't know that
go up to 2X in the women's.
Oh, women's.
And the men's are 3s. Unfortunately, I think those are the largest size that they offer on that site. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and close this out. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you guys look like you're tired.
I didn't fall asleep last night. I didn't fall asleep last night until 1:30, and then I had to get up at 4 o'clock this morning. And
yeah, that was my night.
I don't know why I couldn't sleep. I was in bed last night at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
I got into a heart with my dad.
Nice.
So yeah. Well, you need to get advice. Who are you gonna go to?
Sometimes you got to. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and wrap this bad boy up tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for listening. As always, we do appreciate you guys listening and in the chatters box, chit-chatting away with us as we go. Mondays are a little bit more, yeah, we're here. We're just kind of hanging out. We're just kind of chilling on Mondays. Yeah. But if you guys haven't already, make sure you check us out on all social media. At Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you go to the Instagram and the Facebook and the Twitter, make sure you guys vote for the starting 5, both ours and the Chatters box. And up in the top, you'll have our merch link to our merch store, teespring.com. Just go to teespring.com and search up Nonsensical Nonsense. And we've got some stuff up there. I'm still working on some other ideas and some other stuff. So there'll be more to come. Nothing's too elaborate, too crazy right now. Later Wicked, just kind of some basic designs, just kind of switched up a little bit. But yeah, like I said, that hoodie that I made last night is probably one of my favorites. I'm definitely getting one. I think Jody said she's getting one. And I did try to maneuver the prices around a little bit, but unfortunately the prices are what they are. I mean, I was looking around at other podcasts that I enjoy, and it's pretty much the same across the board as far as prices go. Have a good one, Eleanor. Especially if we want to.
Oh yeah, I will be up later. I think I'm
especially if we if we want to make any profit off of it. Unfortunately, right now it's got to be a little bit pricey. Now later on down the road, we might be able to work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
But there are hoodies
when we get more famous, they'll get cheaper.
Yeah, there are hoodies. There's t-shirts. There's leggings for the ladies. There's coffee cups. There's a tumbler. There's stuff up there, and I'm working on other ideas. I can make all kinds of stuff on that website. So I am gonna make some stickers.
Art on there. So could I do some pictures or whatever? How does that work?
It's a little bit more difficult. Because like if you did art, you might not be able to do a full print. That's why I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible right now. There is some art you can do. I guess it would depend on what you did. Maybe we could do something just on like the corner of the chest. I would have to dumb it down a little bit. But it's a little bit trickier, and it has to be a JPEG, and it's just. But down the road, it's the type of picture.
Okay.
When you upload it, I don't know what the fuck it is. I just know there's a WPEG and a JPEG and a
HTML.
MPs. Yeah. It's just the way the picture is uploaded, so that's another thing, because I have a really cool logo that I created, but when I try to upload it, it's file format. Thank you, Eleanor. It goes up as a WPEG or something.
Send a picture of the logo. I'd like to see it.
It's just the nonsensical nonsense one with the
with the beer quigs. Yeah. Okay. So as soon as if I could come up with a better logo, that's just or how is that?
Well, I mean, not really better logo or anything like that. I mean, I sent you guys something that I would like to do in our Snapchat.
Yes.
Something similar to that. Obviously, it would be changed up quite a bit, but I want something similar to that. But so some of the more crazier designs, unless I can find an app or something that allows me to do actual T-shirt designs, but even then, I don't know how well Teespring's
or pictures because I'm sorry with those expressions. Some of the expressions we have.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, I can take it to a guy or somebody that has the printer and all that stuff, and they make the shirts. They can do that. I just don't have that. I don't have that program. So, or whatever they use. But yeah, like I said, check out our merch store. We do have a merch store. There is some stuff up there. There's more stuff. I'll kind of work on stuff periodically. Throughout the week when I have time, because it does take a minute, even on the quote unquote simple basic designs, it still takes a minute to get your right sizing, get everything lined up right, put in the right position. And because I made that hoodie, and because of the way I made the hoodie, when I put it on the t-shirts, I actually had to go back onto the t-shirts and edit the t-shirts, and the wording on the front, I had to move it a little bit because the way it positioned on the t-shirt, it didn't look right. So, but anyways, like I said, we do need to shut this down. I gotta go get some dinner. I gotta go cook dinner for myself. But
what I'm doing, right?
As I said, we do appreciate you guys listening. Tony, I appreciate you hanging out here with me every Monday night. Greatly appreciated. Don't be stingy with the guest. tell Wildcard to hook us up. Michael, we appreciate you showing up in the last half hour.
Right.
Captain Part-Time over here. It's like this is our reserves, our like the Army reserves, the National Guard over here.
Watch your mouth, I was National Guard, damn it.
You say it now. Go ahead, because it's true. But it won't always be the case. One day,
you guys know I'm always here. You know I'm always here, even though you guys don't like me.
I will have no problems, and then you guys are going to wish I did.
The only problem I want you to get fixed more than anything in the world is we got to get your mic figured out.
Yes.
That's the only problem that I'm worried about. Everything else you'll take care of. You got to do what you got to do. I told you I'm not worried about any of that. The only thing I am concerned about, and I know we got to get figured out, is the mic situation. Maybe you just got to get a better mic. Maybe that's all.
I would like to try a better computer first.
Might be it too.
Well, there's probably several options, but anyways, yeah, like I said, unfortunately for the listeners, I am always here. I know you guys don't like me, but somebody's got to be the bad guy. We can't all be baby faces. Somebody's got to be the heel, and I'll be the Ric Flair of this podcast. You know you hate me, but at the same time you love me.
Well, you like seeing it.
But we'll be back Wednesday night with a brand new episode. Again, we appreciate y'all hanging out. Make sure you check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense. Join us here on Haps Live. Download the app. It's free. Give us a follow. And then you can get every episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. Basically anywhere and everywhere you get your little podcast and fixins from. And you can email us if you'd like at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com. You can join in on the chatters box. Send us whatever you want if you want to email us. I don't care. Just give Jeff something to get excited about. He gets excited when we get an email, even if it's a spam.
Oh, we have some spam today.
Yeah.
I opened it. It said not to, but I did.
Yeah. With that being said, now I need a new computer. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to close the show out the only way we know how, like we always do with our guys in Blacktop Mojo. And if you're not already, go ahead and check them out everywhere you stream your music or online. Give them a like, give them a follow, let them know we sent you. But as we always do, we're going to close it out with a little "Wicked Woman" by Black Dot Mojo. And I was really hoping to run that in like a DJ, but
Sir, can I help you? Do you have any weapons of any kind? Anything to defend yourself? Sir, this is a speedy mark. We have hot dogs 2 for $1. Just put them on the rollies. They're pretty good. No, man, like something sharp, something like I can stab, defend myself with. I've got some sharp tip combos over there. It's kind of like a Ritz cracker pregnant with a cheese baby.
We also have shotgun shells.
Let me just take one of these lighters, and I'm going to borrow your bug spray, and
whatever other
borrow your bathroom key as well. Yeah, bathroom key. All right. Got your bathroom key right there.
if a goddamn lighter's $15 at that store, how much do you think a gun and ammo would cost?
62, and I'm going to have
like
exact change,
$80
sir. We're
for 10 rounds.
We got this
Whatever,
little
man.
snub-nosed 38.
That's
It's $2,000 though.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you have to use exact change because we're in a coin shortage.
Oh shit, Chuck.
Oh shit, Chuck.
Oh, shit, Chuck.
Oh, shit.
We almost had it.
Give
we're out of here. We appreciate you guys listening again, and we will see you Wednesday night with a brand new episode. Now we wait for the silence, because everybody forgets their lines at the end of the show.
Peace out.
Michael. And Mike Stein.
Peace out, motherfuckers.
Mother had you, mother made you, motherfuck you.
And with that being said, goodbye, motherfuckers. Until next time. Same nonsensical channel, same nonsensical time.